Been on the streets a few months. I'm trying to pick myself up. I may be living alone, but I still believe in love. And although my flaws had dragged me down on the coldest night, I'm still kicking around. Then I saw you back before my time was shortened. No,
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. I hate taking off. Yes, green screen, please don't work with me. Literally just had you set up and ready, and I thought, okay, we're prepped. Okay, I hate taking off these extended breaks, like a Wednesday and a Thursday. You know, like a Thursday should be enough, but sometimes I need a little bit extra time, either for myself or because I'm unhealthy. Sitting in front of a goddamn computer every goddamn day for as long as I do. Yeah, that's either gonna catch up. But you know what? While it does feel awkward being away from all you beautiful, beautiful people, it is refreshing. It is super fucking refreshing. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Let me even just pull up the chat. How's it going, everybody? All you goddamn beauties. How's it going, everybody? Let's get the music back up and running, yeah? Let me turn it down a little bit. Oh wait, let me even just unmute it. Put that on the side where it's supposed to be. Missed one thing. Alrighty, boys, you know what it is. It is Friday. It is 5v5 1v1 Duels. How's everybody doing in the chat? Who do we got? We got ourselves Julian Goes. Julian Gonad. I completely said that name. Totally. We got Chris's, we got ourselves Smurl, Candy, I have Adam, Hunter, Nick, we got ourselves Archangel, Christian, Robertus, Thomas. How y'all doing? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another beautiful, wonderful live stream. Hope you guys are all having a good one. Приветствую Dalaran. I have no idea what that means. I'm gonna guess hello, Dalaran. How's it going? Здорово, как дела? Я чуть-чуть по-русскому говорю, чуть-чуть. Picking only a little bit of Russian here, boys, alright? Only a little bit of Russian. Hope y'all having a good one. Hello there, sexy culture. What's up, Twisted? How you doing, man? Hope y'all boys having a good one. EU! You guys know how we do this. Get some groups up and running over on the EU right now if y'all boys can help me out with that. EU, go, 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 go! I'm working on something here real quick, okay? In the background, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I did not get super late on my video. I am not sitting here in the background working on a thumbnail or anything, okay? Please, what? Wow. What is it? What is the Paladin Wings? Paladin Wings Wiki. I don't fucking know. Avenging Wrath! That's the ability I wanted. Yeah, totally not working on a thumbnail in the background. Please. Please, for Christ's sakes. Totally not working on anything. Alrighty. Sorry for taking this a little bit longer, boys. I was not prepared today at all, man. I almost feel like I should have taken another day off, dude. Okay, I saved it. Save the number. How's everybody doing, though? Hope you guys are having a much better day than I am. I've been busy, man. I've been trying to stay as busy as I can be. Because I knew that I was going to be behind on things with my health. I knew I was going to be lacking sleep. So sorry. I really do apologize. I gotta do this. Yeah, bro, I was hanging around. What's up, strangers? I'm doing pretty good, man. How about you? Dude, I've been busy. That's what I've been. You know what I mean? That's what I've been. Okay, I think I'm set. I think we're ready. The video is a go. The video is live. Beautiful. We can fucking get rid of that finally. Now we can finally get into the game. Hope they got some groups. Then Dalaran palette is so cool. Dude, Dalaran palette is a busted in PvP. Bubble, regen. Don't have to worry about your own mana. I'm logging onto the wrong WoW. I'm logging onto the wrong WoW right now as we speak. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're logging into the wrong WoW yet again. Hold on, let me put it back here. And now we can do it here. Is Classic WoW up? Is Classic WoW still technically playable? It technically is. Man, I want to get some WoW Classic footage. Does anybody got some WoW Classic footage I could use? Serious inquiry. Serious inquiry. Because I want to make a video that has to do with Classic WoW. But I don't have the footage for it. Why is there music? Why is the BFA music happening? Oh, we're good, right? What the hell was that about? Okay, boys. You know what is about to happen. 5v5 1v1 Duels. I better be logging on here and seeing a couple groups over on the EU. I want to see some of the best gameplay you guys have ever done. Give me everything you have that you've been having pent up from all that sexual frustration in the week. I want you to obliterate everybody, decimate everybody. We got Wilson, we got Saskatchewan, we got Zakati. Let's go by the order as we got them. We gotta get Wilson and Catrican. The first one's quick on a draw. The first ones that are even gonna be able to play today. And I hope you guys enjoy the duels we are about to deliver. Because EU generally is the faction, is the region, almost a faction that impresses me, dude. They always come in with a crazy play left and right. I play in a Frost Death Knight. Yeah, nobody's gonna be playing a Frost Death Knight in these, trust me. Well, maybe. They got a 5% buff, but I don't think it's going to make them all of a sudden amazing for duels. But maybe. You never know. You never know. Alrighty, boys. Let's get this going. Switch. Who do we got today in the duels for the time being? Actually, both of the teams are lacking a fifth. What is going on? That's not the preparation. Hey, we got ourselves Artus God over on Team Blue. Switch. Did I do it already? Artus God playing as Among Us over on the Team Blue. We got ourselves Divas hanging around as an enhancement. Is it enhancement or elemental? I'm going to guess fist weapons maybe. We got ourselves Dog Slayer in the back. This man riding a dog, has a puppy dog for a pet. Doesn't like dogs for whatever reason. Sick Gels's, maybe this is Gels's dog. He's like trying to give his dog away for the Dog Slayer and Lilith. And we got ourselves on Team Red. Dirk's Brian coming back as that Outlaw Catchkin. Back in the Fury Warrior. We got ourselves Kissy with that Havoc Demon Hunter, Oblivious, with a Marksman, I'm hoping. And we got ourselves Smurled. Changes gender. Okay. So Smurled coming up with a different gender here. Always changing something here and there. We got ourselves Catchkin first. Where someone looks like Gelsey is getting that opener. Takachika trying to open up with a fear. Kachika is going to insta trinket, but that's actually an adaptation, not a trinket. Kachika is going to be able to go and play for a adaptation playstyle. I wonder what class he's doing that for. Is that for Artus God X? There's got to be a class he was thinking of utilizing this. Gonna be Gelsis with a big setup. Inferno coming down. Casbo's coming in, but Kashkan is gonna enable the reflect. Gelsis is actually gonna stop the cast midway. Now, because of adaptation, Kashkan is free to BCC. It's gonna Zerka's Rage out of that fear, but that Casbo is gonna get interrupted at the last second. Trying to get a trinket out of that interrupt. That's not how that works, though. Shadow Fury tried to slam down a cab, but that's gonna be a Blazestorm to avoid any kind of CC for a short moment. Another fear to follow. And that's going to be Casbo's hidden through Kachka's face, not before he gets any kind of recovery. We also saw earlier a Malady coming in for Gelsus, not going to be available against Kachka, trying to let another fear going to be happening. And a Casbo right into Kachka's back. Another Casbo to come out, it's going to be reflected, and Gelsus puts himself in a bad situation, trying to go for a port, but it's going to be charged into by Kachka, and it's going to be able to intercept Gelsus on the way. And that's going to be up next, another Warlock Dog Slayer this time. is going to be running instead of the dog pet. He's going to be running the succubus. That's going to get adaptation out of Ketchikan, out of the succubus CC with the second infernal. That's double infernal. The Ketchikan just going to have to eat in the face. Doxley popping off area offensive cooldown possible. That's going to be a horror effect on Ketchikan. Might have to Zerker's Rage out of this one. Maybe it's going to get a charge. Zerker raging or Zerking out of that fear. That's might be a enraged regen coming out for Ketchikan. Gonna go for a war stomp just to interrupt the Casbolt while it's in a wall, interrupting the third Casbolt. That's so much CC onto Doxlayer without having any guaranteed CC. That war stomp comes in clutch with a fear to Ketchikan as Doxlayer finds himself at a much lower health than Ketchikan. Even though Doxlayer is the one to drop down the massive infernal, Ketchikan getting another interrupt to Doxlayer on a fear. And Doxley is taking advantage of that by casting off some spells, but being an execute range puts him so far behind. Gonna be a free reflect for Ketchikan and a nice execute swiping away. Arctis God up next is gonna be trying to build himself up for some burst. Images coming out with a Fist of Fury. Fear immediately for Ketchikan. Gonna be a trinket out of Cat as Arctis trinkets and goes for a leg sweep onto Cat. That's going to be immediate port. Maybe this is why Ketchikan went for that adaptation. Although so far it's done pretty well for him when it comes to the Warlock gameplay. Was able to break out at least out of a succubus CC. And Arctis is going to go for a bit of a fight. Not before Ketchikan charges in, swoops in, and punches that heal out of his cast, out of his hands. Going to be a disarmer to Arctis, no Fist of Fury to combo into the touch of death. Until towards the very end. And Arctis is going to go for a bit of a Ring of Peace. Giving himself peace of mind, knowing that Ketchikan won't be able to reach him, but that interrupt on the cast is gonna perform fairly well for Cat. Gonna set him a little bit ahead, force it out of Karma, out of Arctis, and Ketchikan's not gonna hit into another charge onto Arctis just to enable the charge heal. Ketchikan got himself a full heal heavy playstyle. It's gonna go for a war sub on the Fist of Fury. Arctis got his actual out of every offensive, every defensive, and it's gonna be massive leap with another interrupt by Ketchikan. Lexip comes in short right before Ketchikan gets that adaptation, so that could have been an adapted stun, but Arctis is back in, getting hit with the disarm. It's not going to be a Fist of Fury out of against Ketchikan for a bit. Arctis continuing to self-heal as much as he can. Images coming out, and Fist of Fury, and Ketchikan gets to get away from the images with a charge right back into Arctis. Gonna be in cap, but actually no Zerker's Rage out of this, and Ken Zerker's. And Vivify is coming back for Arctis back-to-back. Ketchikan is going to go for Blade Storm just to get through that Ring of Peace. Arctis needs to save up as much time as he can before he gets any defensive. We got 13 seconds left on the wall, but is he going to be able to, as he's sitting in that execute range so fast, he's going to get a port. Big leap out of Ketchikan. Is he going to be able to charge around the corner? Arctis might just have to walk. Going to be a slow, going to be a wall for Arctis really soon. Karma back in 17 seconds, but still execute range. Does he have Fist of Fury to save off the damage? Gets completely obliterated by Ketchikan himself with Lilithian up next. Is that Lilithian? Lilithian? Lily, I gotta be honest with you. I'm gonna end up messing up your name a couple times, okay? But Lily, I'll give you this. If you beat Ketchikan in this duel, I will figure out how to say your name right. Lily versus Ketchikan. Ketchikan's stuck at about half health, trying to avoid any kind of actual metamorphosis out of Lily. Used Metamorphosis a little bit earlier. It is a 2-minute meta, not the 4-minute meta. So Ketchikan won't have to worry about the big, long meta for a while. But still, being able to get that I-Beam Demonic combo is going to be advantageous for Lily. Charge back for Ketchikan. Is he going to get hit with a stun right after? And won't be able to land a heal off of this. Still, Bloodthirst are doing quite a lot as we are only 5 minutes in. 3% damp, but it's going to be a reflect for Ketchikan. I think the first fell lens might have been able to make it through the defensive. And Ketchikan is going to get a short charge back right into Lily with a rampage going on. But he won't really be able to get too much value as Lily is trying to save off that damage with stuns back-to-back. Is going to be using that Concentrated Flame as an Azeroth choice offensively rather than defensively. I would just use it to heal yourself just to outlast Ketchikan the God. Gonna be Ketchikan breaking out of that shortest stun in the world, Super Deard and stun, and is going to be able to, I can't tell if it was Zerka's Rage out of that Imprison or if Lily broke it themselves. Lily though, Still looking quite healthy, dropping down to half health. Kachikan's damage is very predictable, so at least you'll be able to see it from a mile away. And Lily is actually starting to use the Concentrated Flame for defensive, trying to outlast Cat. Gonna be an I-Beam to dive back into the demonic. 30 seconds left on that Metamorphosis, but that's gonna be short sub. A Cat trying again to get Lily low. It's gonna be a Lily using that Warlock Hellstone. A Cat caught out in the open, tried to pop a Reflect and head behind, line of sight ASAP. Was able to bounce back a couple of those Fell Lances with a charge right back to Lily to maintain his health. As you can take a look at this Fury Warrior, his health is doing just fine. Perfect disarm onto Lily, expecting that stun. That's going to be back leap onto Lily as they're going to continue using, oh my god, dropping super low, gonna go for an I-Beam, getting interrupted. Execute Rage, popping the blur right now, trying to save on defensive. Need to get the Blade Dances rolling. Another Metamorphosis up and running right now. That blur is keeping him afloat, gonna trick it out of that Fear stun onto Kachikan, who doesn't have an, who has adaptation. Oh, it's gonna be a massive slam onto the Demon Hunter as Kachikan outlasts the Demon Hunter. All he had to go for is a heal-heavy playstyle adaptation to get through these Warlocks and Monks. And Divas, as I predicted. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Ah, now I got a cursor. That's a bummer. But I guess I'm gonna be able to point at things here. What to watch out for. I didn't mean to, boys. I hit escape a couple times, but it's going to be Divas. Ace playing to the hands with those fist weapons. Dropping down Counter-Strike Totem with a wall right now. Kachikan is going to go for Rampage himself. Breaking out of that Sundering immediately. Capacity Totem coming down. Is he going to be able to kill it? Does interrupt it. Has Reflect available, and Divas is not going to be able to do much about that for a quick second. Maybe Kachikan will have an interrupt available for the next Hex, but Divas needs to make a move right now. It's dripping down to health. 70% dampening, which is not a lot. Just to be able to get a lot of healing. Try to pop in some big cold on the Cat, but that disarm is going to stop him. Trinkets out of the disarm, because what else is Kachikan going to use against him? Enrage Regeneration coming out for Cat. I think it's for the first time we're saying Kachikan even use it. Enrage Regen, save the Trinket Procket for Divas as he's starting to dip. Try to use all that Maelstrom he built from the Ghost Wolves or Ghost Raptors to heal that Greater Earth Elemental, trying to pound damage into Cat, but he can't just break through that tough exterior of this Warrior. Earthbind Totem not slowing him down. War Stab to stab Divas in place for a second. Try to land that Enrage. Execute. So close to it. And does he land it? And Kachikan. Actually, at one point just stopped. It plays. It was like, it's over, man. It's over. Kachikan with a big old 1v5. More healing than damage. God damn it, dude. God damn it. That's not the song I wanted to play, actually. I need to go back to my mix. In your opinion, boys and girls, Fury Warriors, OP or no? Let me know. Whether it's in the video or on the stream right now. Let's get another person going, yeah? Renegade, I'll go last. Should we get Kachikan in next? Should we get Kachikan against Zakati? Because a lot of his team... You know what? Let's do it. Kachikan's team didn't even get to play, so let's do that. Let's get Kachikan. EU, what is this? 60? 61? 62? 62, boys. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's get Kachikan and Zakari into each other. Since Kachikan's team, he's right. They didn't really get to play. They did not get to play. Underperforming? You're kidding me. Self-healing is ridiculous, though. It is quite crazy. But it's awesome. I think for a warrior to be able to have self-healing, I mean, it's incredible. I personally love it. I don't know what you guys feel like. I love it. Dude, Kachikan's on fire today. Kachikan's starting us off strong, dude. Blasting through all of these Warlocks in the opener. And then just continuing on pummeling, obliterating a Monk. Like, Kachikan really brought his A game today, man. I don't know if he changed up his playstyle, his gear, his traits. But he's scoring kills, taking names. You're kidding me. Alright, let's get another one going. Another audio. Let's also get the dual mix, man. I'm not playing around anymore, boys. We got ourselves dual mix. We got the duels going. The Twitch. What do we got on each team? We got to start off with Team Blue. Let's go take a look at some of the new boys in here. We got Fame Meister in here from Archimon. Christina hanging out as a Feral. Noah coming back as, well, almost looks like a Affliction Warlock, but it isn't. As the big pet tells us. We got us as Rimuru just taking a nap, and Zakati playing the Frost Death Knight. We'll see how well that goes for him on Team Red. The champions that just played, we got Kachikan, who's going to be sitting in the back, but we got ourselves Zerix, Brian, Kissy, we got ourselves Oblivious playing out the BM or MM. And it looks like Smurl is going to be going up first. Not quite Kachikan, but it's trying to mimic Kachikan. Look at that. Look at that mount. Look at his mount. Look at that mount. Look at this mount. Look at that mount. Look at this mount. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. I'm gonna stop now. Zakati gonna be going up first. As a Frost Death Knight, got his weapons all set up. Blue Mog and everything. Look at him flexing, dude. Look at him flexing. How is that gonna do? Frost Death Knights did get a 5% buff. We'll see if Zakati can make Frost Death Knights look good. Open it up with Empowered Room Weapon into a Pillar of Frost off the bat. Getting their Remorseless Winter going into Son of the Smurl, who's gonna instant trinket out of it. Gonna be a disarm onto Zakati. As Smurl is going to be popping off into more cool than Zakati, chopping into that transfusion of the bad. Lichborn coming out to get out of a stun. And it's just continuing to pummel damage back into Smurl. Smurl is going to go for a bit of a Blade Storm right now to follow. He's actually maintaining a little bit more health than Zakati, but it's actually quite neck to neck. Zakati's health is dropping down a little by little. No more transfusion for him. It's hard to go for death strikes whenever he possibly can. He needs to get those Frost Strikes in there for the big damage. Another Pillar of Frost coming down. Needs to go for a lot of self-healing. Decided, you know what? Death back right now just to get myself a good chunk of health. Maybe finally I can go super offensive. Zakati is losing out on a lot of health. Cannot really heal through a lot of it. Stun onto Smurl right now. As it's taken quite a lot of damage from Zakati. It looks like it got ramp up. And Zakati can go back to self-healing after the death pack. Gonna be a stun trick inside of it immediately. And Smurl wants to get him closer to execute. Gonna be a fear onto the Death Knight. As it looks like Zakati does cancel out Lichborn. Should have held on to Lichborn for a little bit longer. Zakati's health actually not looking that good. No, Lichborn is still up. Can he still get feared through Lichborn? Super disarmed. It's going to be execute range right now. Zakati could be going down any moment. Trying to death strike spam for his life. Building up the resources while he's got it. He's building up a lot of runic power. Could go down any moment right now. And down he goes. The Frost DK 5% buff was not enough, it seems, unless he just got unlucky. In that game, Lenovo dropping down the Bioscourge Bomber a little bit early. Is going to beef up his pets a little bit early, too. Getting a stun up with his Smurl. That's going to be Demonic Turn. Blasting at Smurl right now. Going to be a horror effect to send him away. Doesn't look like Lenovo plays the playstyle with the Demonic Turn. Where they beef up the Tyrant rather than use the Tyrant just to beef up the pets around the corner. And Lenovo hanging out right next to a Fell Lord. And Smurl, there's no way he's going over there, man. He's just going to be sitting back and hitting your pets. He's got plenty of things to hit to build up his health. That fellow didn't get any value at all. Lenovo popping that thing a little bit early, expecting for Smurl to go in, but the predictability of Lenovo, he got to work at his predictive skills. Smurl still blasting through more damage. Gonna go for a bit of a reflect. Not really sure how much he can really reflect from Lenovo since he's mostly all about pet damage. But that's gonna be a stun. Might actually be able to secure a kill right here. Popping up the rampage. Gonna be Lenovo popping in with a wall as well as a Hellstone right now. And it's gonna be a horror effect to run Smurl into the other direction. Trinkets out of it. He does trick it out of it. Towards the end, though, probably should have maybe held onto it. Lenovo looking to maybe get a Void Elf racial rolling just to get a little bit of mobility out, which is a great racial for casters into a port right after. Does Smurl have any more mobility? Lenovo again dropping down Bioscourge Bombers on top of him, but Smurl isn't standing in the Bioscourge Bomber, dropping down the stun just to get away from this warrior. That's all Lenovo is looking to do. As a safety shield came up with that trinket. That trinket, by the way, got nerfed, so it's only a 3-minute. It's now a 3-minute CD. Instead of 2-minute CD, so it's not quite as good as a defensive. So you won't be able to use it quite as often. You'll be able to have it save you maybe once in a long-term game. But you can't reliably have it save it, which is a little bit weird choice. It's got to be a CC trade with a stun into Lenovo. Smurl getting thrown into horror. Back-to-back stun onto Smurl right now. CC to Wazoo. And this way Demonic Chart is going to come down, but for Lenovo, that's not a beat-up chart. Dropping down the Feller. Is that going to be enough, though? He does get one swipe in. Bioscourge Bombers swooping the entire and back up to doing some damage. Draining life for Lenovo as the last bastion of defense trying to survive off of a draining life. Actually hanging in there. Smurl can't finish him until the very end when he does. And it drops down a Warlock. Is that a second guy down? That is the second guy down. The first guy was Zakati. Is Smurl going to be the new up-and-coming warrior god? Is that what this is? Is he playing the Tridents from COS? I think it might be. You know what this looks like? This looks like that new Azeroth trade that was added. Waterlogged, I think. But it isn't. I'm pretty sure it's a Trident. Gonna be Christina up next versus Smurl. That Trident did get nerfed by like 80% in PvP. So it should be alright. Gonna be a Reflect onto Christina. The big Thorns damage back onto Christina. And Smurl is just gonna continue pummeling through. Cyclotronic Blast coming out on the Feral. Does interrupt the channel. So no more access to that trinket for Christina. Does get a disarm on the Feral, but how can you disarm those kitty cat claws? Gonna be a stun onto Smurl right now. As is gonna go for a bit of a Rallying Cry. I actually had to figure out, I actually had to remember what the ability name was, because it has gone through so many alterations. That ability, Rallying Cry, is the current name now. And it had different names before. Smurl, not really looking that healthy though. The kidney bleeds are looking pretty hefty, and that's gonna be rival Smurl from Mythical Raiders going down as Crusader scores the first win for Team Blue with a blue popping him. Is going to be playing that marksman, trying to see if he can get a massive rapid fire onto Crusader, pelting him away with those rapid fires into a scatter shot, big aim shot, just waiting to bonk him right in the head. Crusader popping into that barrel immediately. Maledict to follow onto Christina, going to suppress a lot of that healing. This is where Obliv needs to make sure the damage is happening though. Christina's going to pop behind that wall and catching a couple regrowths. Obliv already popping in a couple traps on the side. Christina running through, not even running through one of the traps. The other trap is set up. Gonna be a tar trap right here. Sage Chicken coming down, gonna be a bash onto Obliv. He's gonna knock Christina back. Trying to go for an aim shot. Doesn't quite land. It needs to get Christina into another bit of CC. Scatter shot coming down. Has an aim shot ready. That's gonna be a pretty big one with a rapid fire to follow. Christina is gonna get himself a massive heal. That's gonna be another aim shot to the face. Dropping Christina's health. Severely low. Renewal coming out as an emergency. Number one for Christina. If Christina can secure a kill, get the bleeds up and running onto Obliv, that might be fine. Trying to go for a more defensive strat right now. Might be able to get a heal. Hybridate onto the pet to stop any kind of damage whatsoever. Stop the procs. Might even be able to catch himself a re-stealth. Is that what they're going for? Crows are not going to make it happen. Swiftman coming down. 6 minutes in. 11% dampening. Barely any health left. That could be any ability by Obliv, and an arcane shot is enough to secure a kill. That's going to be a camo, but Rimura does disrupt it immediately. Freezing trap onto Obliv. Very well played by this Fury Warrior. Dropping in the North Korea air defense system. North Korea rockets flying for Rimura with a snowball coming down. And a troll shell coming in. I gotta make an apology here, boys, today. I'm sorry for that joke. That's very insensitive to North Koreans that watch my content. I'm sure half of my viewer base is North Korea, so I do apologize. It's gonna be rapid fire for Obliv right next. Rimuru walking into a freezing trap. Didn't get a reflect for this one, but finally Obliv does get a little bit of value of at least getting away from this warrior, reviving the pet, maybe hoping to go for another camo. Is going to be able to get a swift camo off of this. Looks like Rimura is already landing a couple auto attacks, putting the hunter back in combat, him or the pet. And Obliv is trying to get some range. Going to be a scattered shot, the shortest scattered shot in the world. Rapid fire to follow. Rimura doesn't have any mobility to catch up. Does get Maledict rolling on him a little bit early. Getting the reflect rolling right now. And Obliv, what was that? Was that a did he reflect the Maledict back to Obliv? What just? He just popped reflect. Does that? Wait. Did he reflect the tick of a Maledict? I think he reflected a tick of a Maledict. That is the weirdest one. Weird interaction. Gonna be a trinket out of Obliv and a trinket out of Rimuru. Or Rimuru breaking out of that trap very shortly. Aim shots are firing back to back. He's just gonna truck right through it with that enraged regeneration. Get a knockback. Is there mobility? Does leap in with shovel. Oh, mining picks. Oh, it looks like one of them was a shovel in one hand. Mining picks in both hands. This man is about to grind down some rating. Come here, Obliv. He just wants to farm you, boy. This was like farm you, man. But that's going to be Obliv using that mobility to get away from Rimura, not leaving him with a pet. Rimura doesn't have a lot of ways to self-heal. Needs to get a Stone Ball charge heal off of Obliv right now. It shouldn't be wasting any time with this either. Not playing the double charge build definitely doesn't benefit him. Trying to go for a bit of whirlwind, but Obliv does get him out in the open. Big aim shot in the opener. Going to be a reflect for Rimura immediately with a storm bolt. Does land it. Can he get any kind of healing off it right now? Needs to go for healing as a priority. Getting knocked away. No charge available. Does he have a leap? He does leap right on top of him. That's going to be a fear as a last ditch effort. Needs to get himself another charge heal. Trying to pop in more nuclear rockets from North Korea. But looks like, says the North Korean rockets, they are a dud. And Obliv is going to be bailing out for a second. Dropping down the flare. Expecting Flame Meister to come out. Gonna be disrupting the opener for the Rogue. Does still get that Garrote. Running long way around that trap. He predicted that trap. That's going to be Obliv coming down immediately. Can Flame Master crawl back from Kissy and catch? Can try to come back. He's going to be interrupted on Kissy immediately as Flame Master did pop a trinket there with an invasion. That's going to be Azure Beam trying to come out for Kissy. Not going to be able to land it. Does not go through walls. Planting a flag into Obliv as he goes the opener. Hopefully Flame Master doesn't just die immediately to Kissy. Nice sack came out with a Garrote. Maybe a little bit too early with the Cloak of Shadows being burned right here. Now Flame Master is out of a trinket, out of defenses with only advantage ready. Flame Meister, you better win this one. Otherwise, why are you flagging somebody If you can score a win here, man, you are the one who ratcheted up the expectations here, my dude. I'm just going with the show. Guess you get hit with a sap. It is not DR'd, actually. I'm surprised because he did get a random sap in the middle of it all. Gonna be started to Kissy as he pop into some cooldowns. Gonna be going for the concentrated flame for big damage. Is he actually? Oh my god, that was calculated. Demon Vendetta. He saved Vendetta for the big bad wolf himself, Kachikan. So maybe Flame Master does have a little bit of a modicum of skill to his play, not just the BM flagging play. Gonna be Kachika blade storming that immediately as expected Flame Meister to attack, and that's gonna be poison throws coming in for Flame. Gonna be a lead for Kachika. Does he get a charge? He does not get the charge, and Flame looks like he again gonna go for another one. Another flag. Why are you playing? Obliv is such a nice guy. He doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve this. Kachika walking away. 11 minutes and 38% dampening rolling in right now. What does Flame Meister have? He has stealth, so you could wait this out forever. He has evasion coming up at 30, cloak soon, but that's not going to matter against Kachika. Vanish available as well. Smoke bomb not coming up for a while. Vendetta, so you could really get the big damage any moment. Does he get a sap as Kachika try to go for a heal? Was that what it was? First aid? I just missed it for a second. Vendetta coming out right now for Flame Meister. Kachika hold on to the trinket for now. Is going to get a disarm onto Flame Maestro immediately. Kachika doesn't have a lot of health. His energy regeneration coming out right down into a blind. Has a trinket still. And Flame Maestro has evasion if he needs to. Kachika trinketing at the very last moment. Try to surprise Flame Maestro. He's going to go for a War Stomp to maybe get another charge heal. Does he get another one? Fear does get a Bloodthirst off of Flame Maestro. It's going to leap away as Flame Maestro try to get out back to Cat. The Cat does get a charge in. Try to get himself a heal, but that's going to be Kidney Shot. Does Cat have any more mobility? Interrupting Flame Bison by intercepting and with a slow to follow. Flame is going to use the concentrated flame to throw back Flame at Cat. That's going to be Cat getting kind of caught out in the middle. Flame Master does get to vanish away Cat. If only he knew where this guy was. If only you had a bleed. If only you had a bleed, buddy. Blaze Storm coming out a little bit early, stopping the Kidney Shot from Flame Meister into a disarm immediately. Kachika might need to go for a big heal. Commanding Shot might have to come out. A Rallying Cry might have to come out. That's a Commanding Shot or Rallying Cry, but that might have been the ability name. But I think that's going to be it. And Flame Meister does take out the rest of them. Well done, Smurl, Flame Meister, Obliv. Very well played. Not quite the same as the first game we got. I was really hoping for Zakati Frost DK gameplay. But we will see, boys. We will see. What else we got? Who else we got, boys? Who else we got? Alunith, stop talking to me. I already have voices in my head. I don't need another one. Alright. This fucking artifact weapon? You kidding me? It's like, even in 10 study, immortal mage requires... Ah, la, 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 la. You fucking nerd. You think this is better than everybody, dude. It's like one of those elitist jerks hanging out on the forum post. I'm so much better than you. What is your rating, bro? Wow, only 8 out of 9 mythic progression? Pathetic. What's your Radar IO score, guy? Shit, dude. Hey, boy, what's up? No, it's not okay to lie. You're Dalaran, my dude. How's it doing, Jimbo? I got all the melee classes in the game 120, but not even fun among Demon Hunter seems just too easy. I feel like I'm pressing the same things over and over again. Gear my DK. Thanks. Yo, I have a. Hopefully you like it. Unholy's a lot of fun, man. Frost is kind of a nice, unique niche. Something of an acquired taste of a playstyle. You might enjoy it. Do you think WoW Classic will last for a while and will not die out? I don't know. I never played Classic. I don't know how big of a hype this is going to be. I don't think we've seen a game do something like... What happened to RuneScape? Isn't old RuneScape more popular than new RuneScape? I don't know if RuneScape is a good example, just because it didn't have that kind of a line of expansions. You know what? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Some people say it's going to be exciting for like 2 weeks, and then no one's going to play it. Some people say that it's going to be the new expansion and the new game to play, and no one's going to play BFA. Honestly, I feel like both are going to be right. Or it's going to be an answer somewhere down the middle. I don't know. I know I'm going to play it. I'm actually getting kind of excited the closer it's coming around, man. It's only like, what, 10 days? 27th. Tuesday, or 26th. Well, technically it's going to open up worldwide. So for some people, it's going to be 27th. Some people, it's going to be 26th, depending on what time of day it opens. We're going to be streaming that shit for sure. And we're still going to go back to BFA for the Tuesday reset. But if I'm having a lot of time fun with Classic, we might just go, like, open up our Mythic Plus chest, and then go back to leveling Classic. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm just glad that I have a plan, dude, of what I'm gonna do with Classic, because that was really concerned about. Alright, here we got Canny, we got Lenoa, we got Zeto. Did Lenoa just got to play? Let's get Zeto gang. You got the Zeto gang! Didn't Lenoa play in Katrikan's team just now? Oh, was that the wrong person? Wait, hold on. Yeah. Didn't Lenoa just got to play? New group. I'll get you guys whenever I get a chance. That whisper was a while ago. I'm 3 out of 5. Let's get Wilson versus Zeto versus Wilson. Let's do that. I was in Zakati's group. I can't tell them apart, dude. Both of them are furries. You got a big manly cow and a big manly wolf. All the furries in my eyes. Well, no. Katrikan, you wouldn't call him a furry. Dude, I'm so out of it today, by the way. Holy shit. Clayton, my man. Oh, my God. Sorry, Clayton. How you doing, my boy? I'm so fucking out of it, dude. I feel like I've been out of my mind all day, dude. Lack of sleep. If y'all watch my morning video came with a goddamn... I misspelled the word patch. Like... That's how broken of a man that I am, man. I sound like Shaggy half the times. I'm so messed up in the head today, dude. I probably should have taken a day off. But I'm gonna get through the day and take it easy for the rest of the time. I got pizza waiting for me already. I'm super excited about that. I even cracked a soda today. But I've been so out of it today, dude. Can't tell if it's the weather, which has been thunderstorming and it makes for amazing sleep. Or if I'm just not getting enough sun. Could be either one of those. Classic servers are going to be trash, you think so? Yeah. I think they're going to be fun as fuck. I'm going to get something good hunter today. I need some good dead. Yo, dead, where are you, boy? Alright, we're going to try queuing them again. Wilson and Zeto. Hey, man, I hope you feel great. Just think about go to sleep and then start streaming. Let's go. Make sure not to lose sleep. Make sure you're not losing out on sleep. Trust me. I've been there, done that, been losing my fucking sleep. Holy crap, boys. Holy crap. Alrighty. Ooh, we got a boy. Atho Man is the only man for me. Twitch. Who do we got? We got ourselves Team Blue with some brand new boys. Or boys you've seen in the past videos. Atho Man. Is he going to go for the big judgment playstyle? I cannot wait. We got Claus hanging out as a balance druid. We got Kine hanging out as a feral. Actually, I gotta be on it. What? I kind of like the Mog. I kind of dig the Mog. That's one of the cooler Mogs back in Legion. I love the bear head, the bear paws, bear feet, bear everything. Looks awesome. Oreo milkshake, and we got... It's Bin Laden! Oh my god. This is gonna have some explosive... Okay, I'm gonna stop. I was gonna say explosive damage, but I don't finish my joke. Rayo on Team Red, Nyx on Team Red with the Goblin. We got ourselves Lilias, the Divas hanging out as more of that enhancement. Sounds gonna be Gelsa's getting polymorphed. Actually, you know what? I thought this wasn't a polymorph. I thought it was 100cc from back in the day. Gonna be Psychotronic Blast coming out for Oreo Milkshake in the opener. Not popping off cooldowns onto Gelsius yet. It's going to be Blake around the corner. Trying to land the Dragon's Breath. Missing it by a hair. And just trying to see if he can maybe avoid Gelsius. He's going to have to go for big cooldowns eventually. Should we force out CC out of Gelsius? Trying to see if he can land the Greater Pyroblast in the opener. Trying to go for another Polymorph onto Gels. Not going to happen. Fear coming out with a Casbolt as Gels is going to be the first one making a hit into Oreo Milkshake with a Maledict to follow. Just trying to suppress all his healing. Polymorph coming out again. Not going to happen. That's going to be Shadow Spanish Fury with a Casbolt. Wombo combo by Gels. So far, Oreo Milkshake is having a very shaky opener. So far, hasn't been able to land the polymorphs he wanted. And Gels is just getting those Casbolts back to back, just chucking them out for free. Maybe Oreo Milkshake will come back. So far, his health is doing pretty good. Those chaos bolts are heavy hitting, but not the worst. Gonna be Ring of Frost. Does he interrupted? And he's trying to walk the pet through Ring of Frost. Gels is in a polymer for only so long. Gonna be able to break out of it. Another repoly coming in. Oh my god. Fire Blast trying to come out. Oreo is just having the worst time of his life, man. This man is not just me, but also Oreo. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed, not having a good day. Gonna be interrupted immediately as he's trying to get a Pyroblast in, and it's gonna be Gills dipping back after he sends out that Chaos Ball at Oreo. So far, Oreo has just been going for setup. Another polymorph. Check it out of Gills. Into interrupt. Could be a pet CC to follow onto the Greater Pyro. That's exactly what. Oh, actually does land the Greater Pyro. Bowling for bowling. That's going to be tricking out of a Horde Effect. This Chaos Bolt coming out, trying to see if he can get rid of a Chaos Bolt. It's not going to be able to go for a big cooldown. Was I didn't pop it in CDs? Did the pet steal the CDs? No way. Did his pet just eat away his combustion? Because he had combustion. It's on the cooldown. Oreo, again, not having a great afternoon today. As Gal so far just been able to dodge every CC, man. The struggle, Oreo still not giving up. Another Ring of Frost. That's going to be Pet CC landing the Greater Pyro. Wall coming out. Gelsis is going to pop it on a Warlock. Hellstone, the Cyclotronic is blasting through him, getting those amulets back up. Maybe a fear onto Oreo back up. Going to be an Ice Bucket a little bit early, trying to dodge that Chaos Ball. And Oreo actually turned it around against Gelsis. Gelsis is going to use his Concentrated Flame as a self-heal breath, finally landing. And Oreo might just be able to get a couple Fire Blasts in there. It's going to go for a bit of a Lucid Dream, getting those Fire Blasts back in with Pyros. Chucking them out back to back, dropping in quite a bit of damage with a Temporal coming out right now for Oreo. Not going to be able to get a lot of healing with a Maledict suppressing all those heals. But he's not completely out of it. Dropping down Meteor on one side, Breath of the Gelsis on the other. Fire Blast coming out, continuing to get chucked out. Fire Blast back-to-back. Fury coming in, does get interrupted on Fury. Immolate to follow. Gelsis not really looking that healthy anymore. Again, another Concentrated Flame to self-heal. Doesn't master it. Sack out by enough for Oreo as he gets himself another shield. Another Pyro actually makes it out. This man is how you should deal with every morning. No matter how bad of a setup you have, you should never give up. Never surrender. Keep playing until the very end. Just because it looks like it's going to be tough outside doesn't mean it's going to be tough the rest of the day. Go out and make your own victory happen. That is what Oreo is teaching me today. What a comeback. What a turnaround. Oreo, he knew he was kind of a floundering there a little bit, but you know what? He came back. That's the first win of the day. Hell yes, 4 minutes and not even dampener. This man made it happen. He just needed one setup. That's all he needed. Gonna be Diva stricken out of that. It's gonna be Palmer to follow with the Greater Pyroblast as the Earth Elementals trying to bash out the Greater Pyroblast out of Oreo's hands. It's gonna be Counter-Strike Totem coming down as Divas is trying to purge away all the buffs. Does take away combustion. No, he does not take away combustion from Oreo. How many buffs do you have? That Counter-Strike Totem is doing quite a lot of work for Divas. Gonna be Ring of Frost onto him. Does interrupt the pet. That's gonna be a CC by Divas any moment now. Gonna get an interrupt. No! Letting himself a polymorph. He ended up letting himself get polymorphed. He should have interrupted. But that's Greater Pyroblast is not going to be enough as Divas does get quite a lot of healing. Cyclotronic Blast checking out for Oreo, but it was an interrupt on the cast, not the channel. And another polymorph, Greater Pyroblast, one more combo for Milkshake to try to see if he can get himself a favorable situation. Cyclotronic Blast coming out, finally gets interrupted on the channel. Divas getting hit with a Root, breaks out of it immediately. And Diva's still holding on to most of his offensive. Sunder come down. That's going to be Oreo trying to stave off the damage. Diva's purging every buff away from him with a Dragon's Breath to separate these two for a moment. Milkshake doesn't have a lot. Trying to let it invis. Looks like it's not going to happen. It's going to blink away. Barely has any health. Ring of Frost trying to come out. Going to get interrupted onto the ring. Cauterize coming down. But it's not enough to keep him running. He had a really good setup in the opener. Played it out, and Atha. It's going to be Atha, man, who's going to try to line up that big ol' whammy onto Divas. And it's going to give him even the honor duel. We'll finally get to see Athaman play. When you see Blood of the Enemy out of Atha, this is what you should be afraid. Once you see Blood of the Enemy with a massive Judgment, if that is the playstyle he's going to go for, is he going to fake him out, actually? He's been trying to make the Judgment playstyle really popular. Maybe he'll fake him out, thinking, oh, Judgment is going to be the big hit, but people are going to forget about his Templar's Verdict, and he's still going to be able to bap everybody with that Templars and do just fine. Sunder coming out for Divas a little bit early. Atha looks like he's lagging a little bit as he literally jumped right after getting hit with a Sunder. Well, that was weird. But he's going to get the wings up and running a little bit early. Counter-Strike Totem coming down. Actually doing quite a lot of damage back to Atha. Oh my god, the Counter-Strike just zapping him apart, man. That's a little taser. Little turret taser just zapping him back to back. Sunder's coming down for Divas. Does he get a big damage onto Asa? Asa popping that shield of vengeance with capacitor tone coming down. Bubble coming in for Asa a little bit early as he's trying to get more resources up and running as that was his full wings. Divas actually surviving through the bubble. Safety trigger coming down right now. Can he do enough damage? Sunder onto Asa. Is that enough damage right here? Actually does slam down Asa. What was that? Divas obliterating paladins. Yo, Bin Laden, you better give him a reset. You better let him get full health. You better let him get full health. It's an enhancement shaman. You better let him eat full. I swear to God, as a rogue, you're not a real rogue unless you let him. You better let him. Divas, is it just like, hey, can you guys heal me? Yo, Rayo, help him out. There you go. There you go. I forgot they didn't have a mage on the team. Bin Laden, you're my favorite rogue now. You're my most favorite rogue in the EU, man. Just for letting him do that. Look at that. Look at that. He's on full health, but you know, that's close enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. It's a duel. It's a duel. Imagine roleplay and say he's got some battle scars after that last one. Gonna be blooded enemy coming in for Bin Laden, actually trying to get the big explosive burst down. We weren't even joking. Does get a shadow strike on that counter strike totem as Divas is trying to pay himself a little bit more time. Sunder coming down last moment. Wall comes in, trying to heal himself as much as he can. Gonna be another shadow strike on another totem. Hex does come out, and Bin Laden is right next to Divas as he has no way of self-healing. Trying to manage his health with whatever he can, dropping down the ghost raptors to help him heal. Double cheap shot coming down. Divas needs to land himself more healing as best as he can, but it looks like he's out of options as Bin Laden just struck him down in a setup. That's gonna be imprisoned right off of that. Super DR'd. Gonna go for a mark for death kidney shot onto Lily, and they get blinded immediately. What a play. We haven't watched sub rogues play in such a while. Oh, good sub rogues. This man is giving me hope. That's gonna open up. To open it up with a shadow strike, trying to think to get maybe a Nightblade rolling. That's gonna be a bike slamming down on Bin Laden. Stun coming out around the corner. Chickens out of it immediately. It's gonna get a Nightblade onto Lily and try to bail out, dropping down the concoction. Trying to get himself a sippy cup cheap shot coming in as Lily doesn't have any trinkets out of. There's gonna be a shadow dance for our rogue Bin Laden with an evasion to follow, trying to avoid whatever damage out of Lily as the duel fly up in there. Clock shot is coming up a little bit early for Bin. Is gonna get himself some LOS, AFK, PvP, and is not catching a resolve until the last second. I guess he was waiting for Lil to get his eyes up and running. Does get eyes, does get sapped up. Does Bin have any cooldowns here? He's actually kind of down on cooldowns, man. He might just have to wait for a little bit longer. Is still gonna open up with a cheap shot. Still has a charge of shadow dance available if he needs to. Stun coming down to Bin Laden. Does Lily have enough damage to follow up? That's gonna be a blade dance to follow. Mark Breath available for Bin. And Lily's just going to prolong the game a little bit longer with an eye beam to follow. Bin, is he going to have... Oh my god, getting hit with Annihilate. I think his opener was a little bit messed up there. I don't know what he was waiting for. Maybe a blind? Might have had a blind coming up very, very soon. It doesn't show up on his bars or anything. I wish blind showed up on bars as a CC. Because that's huge for rogues. They need to change that. Next up is going to be... Another class is going to be Kane. He's tricking it out of that stun immediately as Lily going to go for a blade dance. Darkness coming down. Lily get another stun on the Kane. Another eye beam to follow. Getting that demonic up and running. Do they play the longer metamorphosis or back to the shorter meta? I don't really know. Gonna be a stun by Kane onto Lily as they finally get the bleeds up and running with a big old bite. That's gonna be quite a lot of damage. Meta coming down for Lily. Does go for the long meta. It was an eye beam to follow. Is gonna use the concentrated flame for self-heal, but not enough as the thorns come out for Kane. No damage he's gonna take is not gonna be unpunished. Kane is gonna go next versus Nyx, who's AMSing this damage, not letting Kane get any kind of setup. A-bomb coming down. That necrotics is starting to get stacked up. Was that necrotic strike? Was that a Mally? Looks like it was necrotic strike, which has been nerfed a little bit from 7% absorb to 5% absorb, and A-bomb damage has been nerfed from down 30% less damage, 30% less attack speed. But that cyclotronic is gonna do it. With an instant trigger for Nyx as the next Druid comes in. Let's have a bunker. Try to see if he can get himself a root for Nyx. This is going to be a lot harder of a matchup for Claws. Does get a disarm onto Nyx immediately though. Nyx dropping down into a magic zone. What a talented choice. That's going to be Claws trying to get out, but that's going to be gripping back in with a stun. Dropping down a self-heal trinket. Just trying to see if he can play up to self heals, but doesn't look like he can do a lot unless those thorns start to spike up out of nowhere. Naxx is going to go for death strike. So those thorns AMS coming in, so he's completely comfortable hitting into thorns as they do dissipate almost immediately. Claws having that necrotic stack up. The necrotic stacks up a little bit slower, but fully necrotic down right now with just a few seconds, just a few globals, and Claws does go down. That was a kind of all over the place duel. Just about everybody gets to play, except for a few people on Team Red. Mostly Payo. Mostly Payo. Anyway. Frame rate lag on stream. Hello? Are we lagging? Does the stream have frame rate lag? Hello? Hello? Wait, what does it look like? It looks fine on my OBS. Are we okay, boys? Are we okay? Had a frame rate spikes for 2 seconds next to reflected 100k because of the contract norm. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. For you in the game, alright. Let's get another one going, boys. Who's up next? Actually, hold on. I gotta do something. Give me a second. Told you guys I'm not feeling 100% today. Jeez. Oh. Sorry. Oh. Give me like a minute. Give me a minute, chat. Hey, chat. Talk to me. How's everybody doing today? Give me a minute. Just so I can collect myself, okay? Told you guys I'm not feeling super well today. What time is it? Almost 6. Beautiful. We have about an hour left, boys. Lots of stuff to do. Gotcha, I see you. Lenovo, I see you. Zakata, I see you. Nolden, I see you. Wilson, I see you. Which server is better for Alliance? Depends which faction you are. I don't know. Is there one specific server that's really good for Alliance? Guys, what's a good server for Alliance? You blind? You didn't see his abs? Who? My abs? Dude, if you go to my Instagram page right now, or if you want to get my premium Snapchat, you can see more than my abs. Ooh. I'm almost midnight for me, really, 40. Hope you're having a good one, man. You are drinking a Coke. I'm not an animal. I only enjoy the best beverages out there. Dr. Pepper. Ooh. Dr. Pepper, please sponsor me. Please. You guys will give me forever. Just don't, you don't only have to pay me. Just give me forever Dr. Pepper. And I'll make out with every one of your sodas on stream. I don't care. I like Dr. Pepper, dude. I like Dr. Pepper. But Coke better than Dr. Pepper? Somebody ban 40. You can't say that in my stream. Are you kidding me? I like the OG Coke once in a while, but it's just sweet. It's just sweet. It makes the thing so sticky. Dr. Pepper is a bit more straightforward. I don't know how they do it. It's all chemicals anyway. It's all bad for you in the end. But I personally like Dr. Pepper. Matter brother. You know, matter I don't mind it. I want from time to time. How you doing, by the way, Tobias? How you doing, my man? You want to get into it, Peltzer? You want to get in there, my boy? What the fuck you been doing? Had a frame and spike. For a second, next thing I knew, I afflicted back 100k damage because counter-attack to him. Jesus. Привет, Dalaran! Захожу на стрим только для того, чтобы на русском поздороваться с тобой, поблагодарить за контент и пожелать всего хорошего. Здорово, Тим, большое спасибо. Как его? Мне по-русски иногда... Я могу читать по-русски нормально, но говорить по-русски забываю уже. Но большое спасибо, то, что пришли на стрим. Я знаю, то, что в России это как ночь, это больше, чем ночь. Вот утро. Большое спасибо, что пришли на стрим. Надеюсь, вам нравятся видяшки и стримы. Nolden, my man! Nolden, just having you guys hanging around here and say that you like the videos and absolutely obliterating me by shit-talking me and roasting me in chat is all I need in my life. Thank you, but Nolden, I appreciate that buck, man. It's more than I deserve, man. You can get a hashtag Nolden in chat. Just to make sure I get the name right. You get a hashtag Nolden in chat, showing our appreciation for the wonderful donation. My man! Always happy to have you here. You guys don't have to donate as long as you're enjoying the streams. That's all I care about. As long as you are having a good time, I'm having a good time. And I cannot stress that enough. Thank you. No, don't send nudes. I see you. This is EU. Fridays every time EU. Очень нравится в России любите тебя. Ну, большое спасибо, что пришли на стрим. Ого, ты говоришь по-русски чуть-чуть. Everybody in Russia's like, oh shit, what's up? You speak Russian? Everybody in Russia likes ya. Or something along those lines. That's just a rough translation. Your videos kept me from ending it all. Jamie, my man, one day I'm gonna get a bus full of viewers and do that soda popping thing where I drive off a cliff. One day everybody's gonna clock out, but my man, whatever keeps you going, whatever keeps you passionate is all that matters. I appreciate you for being here, Jamie. Jamie, do something amazing with your life, man. You only got one of those, okay? Find something you like. Find something you like, just do something with it. Find something you're passionate about. Because I wonder people want to clock out. They waste their time doing. I get to preach here, but seriously, find something you're passionate about. People spend a lot of time without a passion. Passion is the only thing that drives me nowadays. Match. Oh, that sounds so depressing. That's not what I meant to say. Invite spectator match annulled them. Jesus, sorry about that. Let me get Zakati in here. I know I said catch under somebody. Let me get Zakati in just because. Let me just get it. That's awkward. Let me get that someone saved though. Did I save it? Tolveron, you know what? I used to love Tolveron, but I feel like it's too big of an arena. You know what I mean? It's like trying to play Call of Duty 1v1s. You go to like crates, or you go to the ship. But when you go to like one of the bigger maps, 1v1 on Rust makes sense. 1v1 on like a bigger map. I don't even remember what the bigger map. So it was one village one where you spawn all the way far apart. It's like, dude, you're gonna take forever running to each other. Gotta spawn closer, much smaller map. I want to be an animator. Go for it, Lucron. Be an animator. Do what you love. Switch. What do we got? We got ourselves today Alwyn on Team Blue, leading the charge, playing more of that demonology. We got ourselves Christina playing the Boomy. Let's see how that goes out for them. Got ourselves Lanira playing the Rogue. I'm gonna guess Assassination. What are those, daggers? We got ourselves Zakati back with a Frost and Krem. We're gonna go with the Krem because the full name is a little bit difficult for me to pronounce. Gladiator Destro Warlock. We got ourselves on Team Red. We got ourselves ATH coming back as I can't tell, what are you? Frost, Unholy, Fire. Probably not Frost because we don't see that Ellie. Probably why did I say Unholy? Arcane. Frost and Holy of Fire. Makes sense, right? We got ourselves Kazak going up first. We got ourselves Waz Walker. Is this Waz the Rogue? Is there a Snipe in here as well? And Kose. Is this Waz the Rogue? Is this Waz? Or is that just a guy that likes Waz? Somebody let me know, man, because I fucking love Waz. So to know that Waz actually showed up for these duels would make me the happiest boy in the world, dude. It's like Christmas came early. Cram getting that conflict rate a little bit early with the Succubus. So you see Trinket coming out for Kazakh, and he ports way out of there a little bit early. He decided, you know what, I need to Trinket before the damage comes in. That was Darkness, though, for Cram. So maybe Kazakh didn't quite Trinket for no reason. Maybe that was a needed trinket, but he's actually playing a little bit more of a safe play there. Super safe. I'm hoping we're not about to see a monk running around the pillar, hanging around the back the whole time. Russian Warlock, good luck, bro. Yo, let's see how this Russian Warlock does it, man. He's starting out really strong with that conflag, getting max range. He's going to go back to back for that CC with a pet. Cataclysm Kazakh slamming together on Kazakh, dropping him down close to half health in a single setup, and Kazakh bails out of it immediately. Kazakh, my boy, you play how you want to play, you beautiful butterfly. But if I'm about to sit here, watch a monk run behind a pillar, heal the whole stream, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. That's going to be Fear back to Kazakh. Another immolate Kaz ball coming down. And Kazakh looks like he's going to commit. Incap coming in. Trying to get a root onto Krem. He does. Shot of Fury for back-to-back stun coming in. And Krem is getting a couple of those incinerates. Back-to-back Kazakh getting that early karma. Is that going to be a touch of death as well? Was that a touch of death? Could have gotten a big touch of death. Fist of Fury coming down. And Krem is going to go for that wall. Fury coming in on Kazakh with Kazmo's blasting. I think Kazmo might have been karma though into horror effect. Just to keep this monk nearby. Another Kazmo immolate wombo combo. I see that's wall. All the damage. Jamp and harm and wall coming down. And Krem is going to go for a bit of the port out of the situation. As Kazakh again is just still trying to get a setup. Doesn't trump Fear. But that's the Kazmo for free. And that's going to be a port as he does kite or get the Warlock near his pillar. So for Crab, might have been a bad idea to put him that far out. Keswick is going to get CC'd again. Fear DR'd, however, though. No, it isn't. He actually is not DR'd on Fear. Casable slamming back down into this guy, but at least avoided most of the burst out of a Destro Warlock as Crab is just trying to finish the job. Getting Kazakh low enough, but that's going to be in cap. But Kazakh just has too much of a line to side, too good of a pillar setup here. With these 3 pillars and with how big this arena is, to just run away, and there's almost no way for a non-mobile class to catch him. It's like a weird version of Mugambala, except it's a lot more consistent. Gonna be Succubus CC with Dark Soul Stability, Stunlock Wombo combo with a Come Flag right after, with a Cataclysm to follow. Oh my god, so much damage to Kazakh. Actually does get a port, but port's way too close, barely in health, trying to go for a leg sweep, but he misses the Warlock. He was only a toes of a reach away, and Cram blasts this man into infinity. Slips his soul in his back pocket, as what Warlocks do, setting up a Warlock gateway a little bit ahead of time versus Waz. Not real Waz as far as I know. Could be real Waz, but I don't think so. And Waz, what kind of a setup is he going to go for? What Azeroth trait was that? What is that essence? Is that must have been a legendary version of an essence, isn't it? That must be a legendary version of an essence. It has to be. I'm gonna guess it's Lucid, maybe. Maybe legendary version of Lucid. Has to be legendary version of Lucid. It's so flashy. This man is just flashbanging Cram. That's not even him actually playing the class. He just flashbang, roll out, dude. It's a Call of Duty strats. You're just throwing down a flashbang, dude. See us going into this guy. Maybe that's what's going on here. He's just playing too much this guy. He's like, what's the flash stability? I'm just gonna blind my enemy. Whirl of Dragon Punch though, putting quite a bit of a punch to Cram. Another flashbang coming out. Cram is interrupted. Not an interrupt from an interrupt. It's actually just a flashbang stopping him. That's gonna be an Infernal with a port for Cram as Waz is trying to get to him. Gonna be trying his last big flashbang to finish on a flashy. However, what is this? I need to know what trait he's running. That's not the real Waz. Real Waz is human. Real Waz does not play Smelly Orc. You're telling me that's not real Waz? I'm disappointed. How could somebody... You know it's illegal to take Waz's name, right? That's like if you take Swifty's or Asmongold's name, it's actually illegal. It's actually illegal. This man might as well just stole Swifty's pinky. Either way, man, I'm gonna call him Waz. Would have been amazing if that was a real Waz, though. I would have been the happiest guy. So far, he's impressing me with the flashy Azerites. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. But he's doing such a good job. I like the way that looks, you know? Like, he got an open rising sun kick and like, bam, fireworks above his head, dude. I need to get that. You know how good you would feel every time you get a big crit and fireworks blow up over your head? It's like opening up a loot box, but inside of the game with less RNG. What's going on, Elenara? I think it's kind of confused. I think they're confused who's going first, who's going last. Yeah, I think they're confused. So it looks like it is Elenara. I think they'll try to figure out who's going to be going first, who's going to lose. Like, you know what? Yeah, let the rogue go. Let the rogue go. Finally landing an opener, playing an assassination, try to get a rupture in there, but get hit with an incap. But the charge doesn't fall. It's going to be Lex Whip for Waz. Might be possibly a trinket. No trinket for Lenara. No trinket available. Big damage actually obliterating the rogue. Absolutely just whapping him, dude. Bopping him on the head. Big damages. Get me that big flash animation. Do it. Nope, Crackle Jade Lightning. Oh my god, what a flashy way to do it. Still got the little flashy effects. I swear, that has to be Lucid Dream or something. That has to be Lucid. Christina is up next. 6 minutes in. It was a little bit weird. It was a little bit weird of a setup there. Gonna be Fist of Fury dropping down on Christina. Dropping down that Barkskin a little bit early with the Thorns. And Waz is actually gonna pop that Diffuse Magic. Pretty sure Diffuse Magic stops the Thorns while he's just beating on them. Gonna be a bash into Waz. No chicken available. Christina getting a couple star surges in. And Waz is gonna get a massive port away. That's what I meant by the port. It's gotta get a little bit weird because it's just so much mobility for a class like a Monk or Demon Hunter. Gonna be a nice flashy interrupt by Waz. So Christina is locked out on one of his spells. Pretty sure it's Nature. Fist of Fury was absorbed while in bear form, and that's going to be a couple star surges still flying. Christina not giving up. That's going to be not even a renewal used yet. That's going to be a Warlock Hellstorm. Same for renewal a little bit early. Does land an interrupt onto Waz. Actual legitimate interrupt. What is that? Interrupts by Waz. He's getting these consistently. Almost like he's got a kick bot. Fist of Fury coming down with the Thorns. And as soon as Thorns are coming out, gonna get a Karma rolling. Might as well burn that Karma into Christina. Still has Wally if he needs to go into the next duel. Try to get a Vivify in there. Does interrupt the Cyclone with an Incap. Cyclone try to come out again. Gonna be a bash with the Waz. Does he still land the clone? Waz. No trinket available. Christina is gonna try to go for a bit of a reset. Was chilling where he is at with a clone. Boarding to Christina, interrupt him immediately. More flashbangs. 7 minutes in. Who is up next? Is Waz just going to tear the team apart, or Zakati, or maybe Aelwyd? Are they going to be able to stop it? Maybe? Good thing. Hello? Technical difficulties, boys. We're trying to figure out who's going to be going first, who's going to be going last. I think Aelwyd is there. I don't think Zakati was supposed to be going next, but he was AFK. Or maybe they're trying to figure out, like, do the roles or whatever. Either way, we are back. Zakati is going to get the Remorseless Winter rolling. Try not to give Waz any remorse. Does interrupt him, though. And Waz is going to pop the Diffuse Magic a little bit early. I don't really know if he needed to. Going to be a Lexip onto Zakati, as he is going to trinket out of... or Lichborn out of that setup. That's going to be Ring of Peace trying to keep him away, but it's gonna could go for a... You know what he could use to get away through Ring of Peace? This is something definitely should remember. Disadvance. It actually stops you from getting knocked back. So you could use it just to walk right at the monk. Gonna be a stun onto Waz. Trinkets out of it immediately. And Zakati is still just going to have to go for a more defensive place. His health is just not looking that good. Another Pillar of Frost coming down. Karma coming in a little bit early. And Zakati did pop a Death Pack just to not have to worry about self-heals. And as soon as he popped the Death Pack, you see a Karma out of West. He's trying to maximize the damage. He's getting quite a number onto Zakati. He sells a complete necrotic still. And still trying to go for those Vivifies. Trying to heal whenever he can. Zakati needs to choose either to approach West, who's going to hit him with a Fist of Fury, or stay away and let the monk get a lot of healing going. It's going to be Transfusion finally for Zakati. Incap comes in. He actually trinkets that Incap. I don't know if that's going to be the play, but he decided to play it by ear there. And Waz is going to Dragon Kick out. No way for Zakati to stop him. Chain of Ice not there. Finally, Disadvance is approaching. That's going to be a port out of Waz as he's keeping his distance away from Zakati. Ring of Peace coming in as Disadvance is now no longer there. That's going to be an interrupt on that cast. Waz nowhere near to get a Fist of Fury going. As they try to get a roll, that's going to be Zakati gripping him in with a Lichborn to follow off of that leg sweep. Zakati needs to focus down on his health a little bit. Needs to go for that recovery. And Waz is taking advantage of that, but popping a trinket and continuing to just pummel pressure into Zakati. It's either going to be Zakati's going to fall over because Waz has so much pressure on him, or Zakati is going to be able to eventually recover. Transfusion coming out, but that Fist of Fury, and that's going to be Zwen. And that's going to be down for the count. Very unlucky. Very, very unlucky in how that worked out. That's going to be Aelwyd locking around the other side. Does land a stun with a pet before even dismounting. Before he even got a set of pets. It was hit with an Incap. Fear coming out is going to get interrupted on the Fears. Waz popping the Diffuse Magic yet again. I don't really know if he needs to pop that Diffuse Magic as often as he does. That's going to be so much damage into Aelwyd, though. Forcing out a wall immediately. Shadow Fury coming down. Getting a couple Shadow Bolts in. That's going to be Karma. As Waz is going to pop off every one of those cooldowns. He is just feeling super confident today. As Double Felguard joins the fight. Another interrupt into Aelwyd. Cyclotronic Blast coming out. Does actually break some damage into Waz, but he's behind the pillar where he can heal as much. Did you try to death him and run away? Holy crap, I actually thought he was going to continue going, but this man went for a big old 1v5. Wow. That was flashy as hell. No, literally, that was a nice touch of death and then bailed out like, it's over, kid. Omae wumu shinderu. Nani? Ah. That was awesome. Was that Zeto's team? Zeto, I wanted to have you two play again. Oh my goodness, third time is a charm to you. Alright, Kachikin, we'll get you in. Still ready to kick some butts. Was that Nolden's team? Oh, Zeto. It was my team? Okay, let's get Kachikin and Zeto this time. The boys are hungry. Let's get Kachikin and Lenoa. Invites. Let's get them in. Zero, I'll probably get Zero versus Nolden or Zero versus Wilson. We'll get Nolden back in. If Atheman has a group too, he can message me as well. If you guys got groups and you want to advertise them, use the chat to advertise the groups. Makes it that much easier. Be like, yo, EU, Alliance, 3 people, need 2 more. Look up this name. Here we go. You guys know how to do it. You guys know how to do it. GG to Waz, dude. I almost want to say it's real Waz. Waz Walker. I almost want to say that's real Waz. But it isn't. You guys are saying it isn't. Didn't get the cue? Okay, hold on. Let me get it set up again. It probably bugged out. Fucking love cartoon. Alright, did it work? Are you guys part of the same group? I almost want to say you guys are probably part of the same group. Am I getting the wrong name in there? Lanoa Katrikn. Did it work this time? This is getting sent to Katrikn. For Lenovo, they're not even getting it. Lenovo, do you have LFG open? If you have LFG open, you have to make sure to close LFG before I can invite you. Also, are you online in Real ID? Because maybe you're not even... I think you are. You are. Yeah. Nope. Says unable to join. I wouldn't know then. But just such precious songs. They're so good. They're actually so good. Out of all the NCS stuff, like NCS music can really get annoying after a while just because you hear it everywhere. It's like music on radio since, you know, everybody uses it for their videos. But cartoons, never an issue with them. Never an issue. Always pleasant to hear their songs. They're a little different every single time. They're just a little bit unique. They stand out. You ready to go? Alright, Lenovo, I'm gonna try it one more time. If it doesn't work. Since I have no target. Okay, Lenovo, I don't even know what's going on. I'm gonna get Katrikn and Athaman. That worked. Lenovo, something going on with your group. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the fact that you have LFG on or off. Something bugged. I'm killing Katrikn and Atha at this point. Again. Is it bugged? Is it bugged? I think it's bugged. I think it's bugged. I think it's bugged. Like the song, come on, dude. I like your whole mix. How does that sound, huh? How do you like that, huh? Get rid of them apples. The whole mix that I use for these duels. And it grows from time to time whenever any good songs are added. It's just called Duels Playlist. Here we go. What do you think about subtlety and the moment in arena? Watch your videos, but it was on a BG. I saw it was a few people over 2400 a sub. What do you think about them? Sub is an alternative to assassination. Right now, assassination has the most amount of damage and a decent amount of utility that is required out of a rogue. You could play sub if that is your personal choice, and you'll play slightly different combos than assassination. Sort of. Like most of the times, you'll just play with a mage. But like sub frost is pretty good because the burst combines together. Sub fire can be pretty good. Sub arcane can be pretty good. But sub is an alternative to assassination, just like an outlaw is an alternative to assassination. The meta right now, the easier spec is assassination. Just sit on a single guy, land kidneys, that's all you do, and blind once in a while. But you're just there to push the big, deep AS. Boo! Pushing that big dick in whoever you were training down. You're training a priest, pushing that dick in their ass. That's all you do. Is the best way to put it. You're just dicking people down. Let's try this again. I give it a second. Maybe the game will cooperate now. Atho and Cat. 2 invites have been sent. Is it gonna... Oh, yay! Tiger speak! Okay. So Twitch, we're actually missing a bunch of people on Team Blue, but that's okay. We got ourselves Team Red also. Oh wait, Wrong one. Team Red all set up and ready to go. We got Atham. Oh, wait. I'm looking at Dirks Brown, but I'm saying Atham. I'm out of it today. Let's go down the list. We're actually going to start with our boy Pelter. How about seeing this beautiful beast in a while? Balanced to it. Back at it again. We got Proc singing on the back. Still playing the good old Feral. Kissy trying to give their hand again at Demon Hunter. And it's going to be Catch again and Dirksbine on Team Blue. We're going to start out with Baseline again with Krem. You got Cyan here as well. Sienna, I'm pretty sure that's a look at that Mog. Look at that weapon. Look at them goggles. Obviously a gladiator. Don't tell me I'm wrong. That's gonna be Olokai with Candy Brews in the back and Athoman sitting comfortable on his. Whoa, you guys got like a train going there for a second. What's gonna be going on first? Oh hey, gladiator. Look at that. All the gladiators have that. All the gladiators have that quintessential engineering goggles Mog. I swear to God. I swear to God, dude. It's an easy giveaway. Belcher getting opened up on by Olokai is trying to get himself some hots rolling with thorns to follow. Olokai trying to get himself a little bit of a cyclone. Still trying to get a cyclone onto Belcher. Does land it. Trying to see if he can force maybe a trinket or just a reset off of Belcher. But the dots are going to make it harder. Trying to get a leap. And that's going to be Olokai getting chomped up by a shark. Interrupting Belcher on a nature cast. And Belcher to be able to get a cyclotronic blast onto Olokai. Unless a bash comes in. Bash does come in. Is going to get an in-card going. Does get a stun. Cyclone trying to come out. Does get interrupted on it. And Belcher just get the big damage in. Needs to go for big. Star Surges back to back onto Olokai. But he's actually going to sit in the back. Going to be a wall coming in for Olokai as he engages with Belcher. Short War Stump to follow. Lunar Strikes are coming out for Belcher. Back to back. Try to see if he can juke out a cast kick off of Olokai. Another big bite into Belcher. Barkskin coming up right now. Still has Incarnation. Trying to get the dots rolling. That's going to try to get away from Olokai for just a second until he gets rooted. Cyclone trying to come out for Belcher. He is going to go for Thorns right now. Olokai looking still really healthy, trying to get a Cyclone to Belcher. Maybe we might be able to go for a big old reset. Belcher better have someone out of this. No more defensives left. Hopefully you have a play. It's going to be reset ball. Olokai and down it goes. No. Balancers don't have it easy, and Olokai is going to go power shifting as soon as he gets charged in by our boy Kachikan, but that fear is going to set him back for a second. Adaptation is going to make it easy for Kachikan to stay on Olokai. Cyclone to follow them. It's going to put him in a back-to-back CC, and Olokai, without any kind of dodge that Kachikan can put out, is going to go for a full reset. Kachikan might have to go for a long game with the eyes, but Olokai is looking just to go for a reset game. Come in whenever he has big setup. And get out when he doesn't. Kachikan walking by the eye, not getting. Still hasn't picked it up. Blizzard, you gotta fix it. As soon as you get near the eye, you should be able to pick it up. And Olokai had plenty of time to get himself a plan. His plan was just to jump on Kachikan's bones and get himself a nice opener. It looks like Olokai is the one running that shark trinket actually, instead of Pelcher. That shark trinket is an intellect trinket, but very much like the old school COS trinket, it throws out a spell effect. In this case, a shark. Or a massive sea ray, that's basically a shark. So he's playing an intellect trinket for a little bit of the proc damage. That trinket has been nerfed in PvP by 50%. So for all that guy with a playing a dot heavy build, that shark should be able to proc through dots. And maybe that's his play styles to have a lot of abilities to proc off of bleeds. That's going to be Kachikan getting that Blade Storm, trying to get into Olakai's head, taking away, absorbing that stun into that Blade Storm for that open. A bash comes out, and because it's going to be Kachikan's adaptation. Olakai popping his second wall, and is trying to go for a little bit of a self-heal, managing to get finishers and regrows back-to-back for his own self-heal. Going to be a root onto Cat to separate these two with a quick swift man, recovering quite heavily. Kachikan leaping in on top of Olakai with a big fear. Another shark attacking Kachikan, nowhere near water. Literally a bit of snow melts and the shark pops out of there. Olokai is taking quite a lot of health, but every time he can disengage from Kachikan, that's one of the advantages that he has as a Feral. And the fact that Kachikan just doesn't have any way to get out of a lot of those roots, besides Blaze Storm, and no direct trinket to deal with that situation, all he can really do is sit that root. So Olokai can get the bleeds up and running onto Cat, take a little bit of health deficit, and then just root him up and reset. I don't think this man can lose his duel. Unless maybe dampening starts rolling really rolling in. Kachikan starting to show a little bit of signs of that big dot damage really putting work on him. Olokai popping off cooldowns as well, getting those shreds and big bites back to back, brutal slashes just to take down Kachikan's health a little bit longer. Gonna be another root, but Kachikan does Blaze Storm out of it, cancels it immediately to get a charge onto Olokai. He does catch a resell for a second to get a reopen onto Cat. And without adaptation to be able to break him out of those bashes since they're so heavily DR'd. Olakai does get to redot Kachikan fully and is looking to catch another reset. Kachikan's health is looking really healthy though. He was able to manage to stay on Olakai as best as possible, get a couple charge heals from time to time. And again, just try to get in this Pharaoh's head. Does still get to deny the opener by the Pharaoh. I think all Kachikan can really do is maybe save Blaze Storm to get out of a root and go for big damage on Olakai, truck him down. He's a Fury Warrior, so his damage is very predictable until he gets this War Stomp, gets quite a good chunk of damage into Olakai. Needs to continue with the slows. I think that's all he could really do is just start spamming those slows as soon as Olakai tries to run away from him. Maybe get a reflect. I think a reflect on a root would have been amazing. And Kachikan is kind of stuck out on root again. Leap does get an interrupt onto Olakai's health. And this is where he goes for a bit of a slow with a charge to intercept him again. Needs to spam the slows immediately. Bash coming out. There's going to be adaptation immediately. Does he have anything for it? Does have a reflect for that Cyclone. Chick inside of it immediately. Blaze up to fall. Olakai trying to go for self-heal as a safety tricky coming out. Is Kachikan going to be able to turn this around? Walk coming in for Olakai. And Kachikan again could go for slows back to back to back. Safety chicken gone. Normal wall for Olakai. Try to see if he can maybe get another root onto Kachikan. Does Kachikan have a Blaze Storm for this? He does not. Maybe might be able to do something else. Fear coming out. Does get himself a Bloodthirst intercept with a charge. Try to get more slows into Olakai. Double charge. Does he have enough Execute? Trying to come out. Does actually land it on the barrel. Look at this man. Making him into literal dead meat. Waited out with that reflect. What was that? I thought that was an insta lose against a Feral, and Kachikan cocked his head cool like a goddamn cucumber. And now everybody's piling onto Olakai. I don't think he deserved that pile up, but that was a really good duel between those two. Gotta be the Paladin, Sayana. Sayana? I'm gonna call you something. I'm gonna change it every single time I say it. Bobby popping in big wings at the cat. And Kachikan trying to see if he can survive. Gonna be Enraged Regeneration. Could be a Bob coming out for the Paladin if he wanted to. Is gonna get a leap. No charge available for Kachikan. Still trying to snag as much heals as it can from Sayana. Sayana popping that eye for an eye for the time being. Continuing to self-heal with those judgments. Gonna be reflected a little bit early for Cat. If that was a Hodge ready for Sayana, Kachikan kind of missed the chance there. Does adapt out of that Hodge though, so for those Paladin stuns, he might actually have the perfect setup with adaptation between Blaze Storm, between Reflect. He might actually be able to deal with it. Trying to get Sayana's health quite low without really tipping him over the edge. Needs to get another charge heal as often as he can. Safety Chicken get him forced out. Kachikan kind of sneaks his damage in on him. This man wasn't thinking that he was going to get his Safety Chicken out that fast. Into a disarmament to Sayana in case he does go for a little bit of a reset. The flashlights are coming out as Kachikan does not have a pummel ready. If Kachikan had a pummel there, that's going to be Reflect coming out. Sayana can Hodge himself. That's going to be a bubble immediately. And it's going to be Execute Kachikan. And he's going to run away from the Paladin. Maybe get himself a first aid. He does. The Paladin get the Hobbs though with a Judgment. Going to be a leap for Kachikan as he's trying to end the game right then and there. Going to be a Hodge onto Kat. Sayana's trying to recover in health. 7 minutes and 15% dampening. Kind of running out of mana. Flashlights are going to be coming back to back. Then Kachikan is back in the rampage around the corner. Charge intercepted Sayana as they're popping off wings in desperation with an eye for an eye. Kachikan landing that Fear Bob coming out of Sayana. Forced the Bob fairly early. And Kachikan popping the Reflect as Execute sets came out. Actually, Sayana landed slow on themselves. Do you see that slow that they landed on themselves? Kachikan has that adaptation if he needs to for this next Hodge. That's going to be Sayana trying to bail away from Cat. Trying to do what he can. Trying to walk away. But down they go as they get slammed down by this mean, lean muscle machine. Next is Athel. Oh my god, Athel. Don't do this. Athel, don't do this. Don't do this, Athel. Athel, go back! Go back, Athel! Send someone else! Oh my god. Oh my goodness. We gotta put the boys against one another. I hate when the boys have to fight each other. But Athel is gonna get that Hodge into Kachikan, forcing that adaptation a little bit early so he can start rotating the Holy Power to get that Hodge faster if he is running a talent for Paladins where every time you spend Holy Power, you get back your Hodge faster by a few seconds. Very similar to an Owl Rogue playstyle. Shield Avengers coming in as Athel is just trying to whittle down Kachikan very slowly, interrupting that heal. And Kachikan is just going to go for a bit of a slow on Athel. He doesn't want that shield to pop on him that much. His action might just go away and maybe go for a first aid. Shield does dissipate with the Reflect available for Kachikan. Athel holding that Hodge until the last moment. Kachikan could go for a Blaze Storm. Does go for a Blaze Storm. Does Athel still hold on to a Hodge then and there? Is going to be a disarm and Athel has to go for flashlights. No way for him to go for big damage right now. He's gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Azeroth still holding on to Bop and Bubble. Kachikan looking very healthy, even on this high dampening. This is where Bubble comes in. Is Azeroth gonna go for big damage? Kachikan is just running away from him. Is that gonna be blood of the enemy for Azeroth? Not even gonna land a big leap for Cat. And Azeroth trying to get some damage into Cat. It's predictable damage that you saw from a mile away. Reflect coming out for Kachikan a little bit early, but Azeroth is gonna be swimming with the fish. Is gonna be going down. I'm bailing out of there. Azeroth played super well, man, but Kachikan saw through his ruse. He knows what this man plays. He's a Fury Warrior, dude. He's got to do some research on what everybody else does. Gonna be instant disarm onto Candy Bruce as a pop it off the images. Really, I wish to go Fist of Fury right now. And Kachikan is just gonna walk away. He knows he's gonna go for Fist of Fury. Just gonna get a slow charges right back in to get a Bloodthirst in. Might even be able to get a second Bloodthirst charge in. No, he's actually just hanging out with the images while he's got him. No point in fighting the monk if he has another source of health. And Candy Bruce is popping every defensive right now in the book with a touch of death. And Kachikan, as he's going to go for a leap. Not quite a far leap. And the charge back to one of the images. Back-to-back slows onto Candy Bruce. Let's try to wait him out. It's going to be a War Sub to stop the Fist of Fury. Kachikan is going to go for a charge. Zerka out of it. And it's going to go for a bit of a heal from Candy Bruce. Bloodthirst going back while Enraged Regeneration was up. Candy's out of defenses, out of options completely. All they have is wall. At least for the time being. Kachikan getting hit with that Fist of Fury. No fear. Oh, does get a fear for it. Needs to maintain this health as best as possible. Wall coming out for Candy Bruce. Gets himself a little bit more health. Going to be adaptation for Kachikan. Is that going to be the end, though? And looks like Candy does take down Kachikan at the end. Not a lot that the Warrior God had to work with towards the end. The Cyclotronic Blast to try to blast Candy out of the way. And that's going to be Kremlin putting up a Warlock Gateway a little bit ahead of him, preparing for the next duel. As the Fist of Fury come down, it's going to be blinded out of Durg's Bind. No trick. Oh, looks like it might be a trick available for Candy. Stun? Trickets? Forts? Lives? Not dead yet? Not dead yet? As Durg's Bind is trying to get around the corner. As he whizzes around the corner, going to be a ring to knock him back. And Candy getting hit with a pistol shots back to back. Dragon kicking back over to Krem. With Fist of Fury is over and over, spamming him out. With a Fist of Fury coming down onto Durgs, gets another stun. It's going to be short stun onto Candy Bruce. Not going to be enough damage. Can finish him off? Quite not have enough damage. But that concentrated flame at the end is going to be enough. Krem catching Durgs Bind in the open with a conflict rate. An advantage comes on right afterwards. Krem is going to have to go for a bit of a longer game with this rogue. This is Durgs Bind we're talking about. He got a lot of healing, lots of sippy cups. No set of play against Warlocks. We'll see how well it works out for him. Man, between Pelcher, Kachikan, and Durgs Bind, these some of the boys, dude, the boys get to play. The only one of the original boys that didn't get to play is Prox, because he's fairly new. Maybe Prox will be able to finish this one off. We'll see. It's going to be Infernal coming down as Krem is going to go for a Cataclysm. No able to combo with that. Trying to land a few on the direction. Direction is going to go for a bit of line of sight. Needs to get the sippy cups rolling, and that's exactly what he does. Krem dropping down Ray of Fire, or Rain of Fire. That's going to be maybe a fear on the Durgs. Does get hit with a stun. It's going to be quite a tough Warlock to get through. Destruction Warlocks are really tanky. Durgs does drink it out of a Succubus Seduction. That's going to be a horror with a fear of spam. As Krem is going to go for a bit of Dark Soul instability. Decided to separate Dark Soul as well as his Infernal. But Durgs Bind gets out of those fears pretty easily. And is trying to avoid Chaos Bolts. Trying to avoid Seductions out of Krem for a bit. Does he still hold on to a blind? He could still get a blind. He's going to build up calm points off of the pad until he can get himself a good roll and maybe get himself a setup for his stun. Looks like it's going to be a stun onto Krem with a wall to follow. Killing Spear right after for Durgs Bind as he does get hit with a fear away. Cyclotronic Blast trying to come out. Does any kind of CC available for Krem? Doing quite a number of damage before that Succubus CC does arrive and hit Durgs with a stun to follow. Cataclysm is going to drop Durgs Bind quite low with a random referral getting summoned and a horror effect to send him away, but he does get a vanish off. That's going to be a sippy cup. Cloaker Shot is available as well. So he actually got himself quite a good setup against Krem right now. Quite a good setup against Krem. Not completely out of the fight. Krem is recovering the health little by little, at least with that shield. The Soul Barrier, the Demon Shield, Demon Skin. That's eventually going to start healing him once the shield is cannot shield for anymore. Succubus CC coming in for Krem. He can get himself a Cataclysm setup with a common flag. Going to be a Cloak of Shadows for Durgs Bind. Has a moment of immunity. He's going to have to bail out of there. Does go around the corner with a gouge right in the eye of a Krem. Building up calm points off of the pet to get a stun rolling onto Krem to follow. Fear trying to come out, does interrupt it with a Casbolt right after blind. Krem doesn't have a trinket for it, but Dirk's blind health is really low. He needs to get those concoctions rolling ASAP, and he's using Concentrated Flame for a self-heal at this point. That's a really difficult setup. Between the pet and between the warlock, it's 2 targets that you gotta CC, or at least manage, so they don't CC you. That's gonna be Succubus CC around the corner. And Dirk's blind again getting caught out. He does get himself a sippy cup at the end. Trinkets out of that at the last second to get his son onto Krem, and it's gonna be a horror effect to run him away in the other direction as soon as the killing spree comes in. Casbolt is gonna hit him in the back of the head, but does get a vanish off. That's one of the advantages of Outlast, the unpredictability with your combo points and your cooldown reduction that you keep going through as you're spending combo points on finishers, whether it is to buff yourself or do damage or get crowd control rolling. For an Outlaw Rogue, all that's important is getting those combo points spent, which amounts to the unpredictability. Scram is thinking, oh, I gotta line up this time. Psych, no you don't. Gonna be a massive Casbolt on Dirk's body, he does leave. I don't think he should have left. I think he could have maybe done something here. But we'll give that to Krem. We'll say that the Infernal slammed down on Dirk's bind just a little bit too hard. And he lost all consciousness. Next is gonna be Krem versus Kissing. I don't like it when people just leave like that, man. I think it's too anticlimactic. That's gonna be a Succubus CC, but it breaks with that Infernal. That's still Krem gonna be able to get a big Casbolt into Kissing with a horror effect to keep him running, come flag to keep him in place. Fear to follow. Maybe does still land the Fear somehow. Kissing poked out a little bit too far with a big Cataclysm to slam him down. And that's gonna be another Casbolt to ram into Kissing. Blur up, but not enough to keep him going. It looks like it does all come down to our guy, our main boy from the good old days. MML Prox, the Feral Druid Extraordinaire versus Krem, as they do set up a port ahead of time. Could be going for pets to see if they wanted to. It's going to be a batch again. Does get a wall with a Fear, but that's going to be Prox going behind the wall immediately as they get a root onto Krem. And it's going to be Psycho trying to blast and fall as they try to get a Fear up and running. Does land the Fear with a couple incinerates back to back onto Prox. Is going to bear up the damage, the blades, and the procs that he's getting, actually. The Azeroth gear procs, maybe even a trinket proc, are doing quite a number onto Krem right now. Whatever shield he's trying to get with Demon Skin is just not really going up, but that's going to be another Concentrated Flame, putting up quite a hefty second, another dot onto Krem. So it's actually quite a number of damage. Prox is still doing fairly good in the back, hanging out with his pet. Krem is regaining that health little by little. 17 minutes in, 73% dampen a big Concentrated Flame just to take out a good portion of his shield and start burning into his health. Is that going to be enough? I don't think he needs anything more than a Concentrated Flame at this point. This man is just flaming. Prox is going on the forums and flaming Krem. Bash trying to get a bit more damage while Wall is up, and that's how he goes, man. He just flamed him down. Very well done, boys. Oh my god, Katrikan. The big old 1v. Amazing, boys. Amazing. That was super fun to watch, man. That was a long one, though. That was a long one. That's probably the first long one today, which I'm glad. You know, you should have a mix of long duels, short duels. But like last week, if all the duels are going to be all long or all short, I prefer all short. You know what I mean? Get a variety in there. Let me go and I think someone turned up the AC. A little. I think someone turned up the AC. It's fucking hot in my room. Let me go turn it down, boys. Okay, be right back. Okay, BRB, BRB. BRB! Alrighty, we are back. The AC was turned up. My hair, I could tell because my hair starts to get really frizzy. I mean, it's fucking summer outside. Who the fuck puts it on heat? Who the fuck puts it up? You want some heat? Go outside, right? It's fucking 100 degrees outside. Almost. It's in the high 90s. We're lucky if it gets to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about a right under 30 for everybody who's EU. Holy shit! Dude, once it gets cold, when it gets winter, it doesn't even get that cold here, man. I like to keep the AC still colder. With cold, you can at least put on more clothes. With heat, what the fuck are you gonna do? Take off shirt, take off your pants, take off your underwear? Ooh, sexy. But after that, you're kind of stuck. Take showers every 20 minutes? Fuck that. Man, I hate heat, dude. I'm also not feeling well, so sorry if I'm a little bit more irritable today than usual. Usually I'm a cool like cucumber. Alright, boys, who else we got? Who else we got up next? Thank you guys so much for hanging out today on stream. You guys hopefully you guys are having a wonderful time, a wonderful day. Wait, what am I doing? I just hit record for a reason. What am I doing in my life? I'm fucking sick, dude. I'm actually fucking sick. I'm actually losing my goddamn mind. Alrighty. We're heated up, boy. Yo. You guys can stay heated. I want to be cool as a cucumber here. We got ourselves Noldan. We got Zero. Let's get Noldan and Zero in here. I don't know if Wilson still has a group. Wilson! Zakati! Let me know if y'all still got groups, man. How about Execution and Sentence could use it against ranged? As a paladin? Technically, it doesn't have too much range though, doesn't it? Real neckbeards don't take showers? Dude, where I live, neckbeard or not, you have to take a shower. Holy shit, you gotta... Dude, I don't deal well with heat. I was born in Russia. It's like freezing tundra. 24/7. Every day of the week. In summer, there's maybe a month when it gets kind of warm. But the rest of the time, it was cold. It was cold. And now I live by the beach where it's always fucking hot. Winter, we're lucky if we get snow in winter. That's how warm it is where I live, dude. And it's fucking miserable sometimes. I just want to be comfortable. That's all I want. Alright, boys, let's get another one going. Switch. What do we got? We got us a Team Red with ATS. Is it playing Arcane? Playing a Fire? Hasn't got to play last time. Nailback is also up. Also, Arcane or Fire, one of those two. Corsair, we got us Zinpei playing that Beastmaster maybe. And we got us a Zipex versus, oh my god, Feral Team. We got Flykire looking just like Kyle Jr. Why do you look like Kyle Jr.? We got us Claws, we got us Kin, we got us Oreo Milkshake going up next, and Bin Laden in his mug just now. I thought it was Oreo Milkshake, but it's actually Oreo Milkshake. Ooh, playing that marksman, dropping down the scatter shot with a double aim shot onto Oreo. Try to even get a little bit of that, you know what he looks like? He looks like I'm hunting wabbits. He looks like that guy when he's riding around with his gun. Dude, undead with guns look cool. Undeads with guns. Gonna be a polymorph onto Sniper regardless. Does get a pet sack rolling. And hopefully a lot of the spells don't crit, but Sniper's taking so much damage as Combustion comes out. Does get a Turtle Shell immediately. And Oreo Milk is just gonna turn his damage onto his pet. He's gonna blast somebody, and if the pet is nearby, he might as well blast the pet. Snipe those put super low on health is gonna get a freezing trap rolling right now on Oreo Milkshake. I want to call you Oreo Milkshake instead. I'm gonna call you one or the other. I'm not even gonna apologize for that. Call you one or the other. Getting the Fire Blast in. A Snipe not looking healthy anymore. Dragon's best to set him up with a Ring of Frost to get his pet and him. Oh no! If only this man didn't run into it. And a Greater Pyroblast just a bowling for glory. Oreo got one down. Zipex is up next. Gotta get a Blades up and running. Oreo. Does Oreo have a normal blink? Does Oreo not run Shimmer? Was that a normal blink? Double Fire Blast. Actually, Zipex took a second to turn around as the Skull Bash does come in. Does bash. And it looks like this man does run normal blink actually. To break out of stuns. Very interesting. That does give him a lot more consistency. Especially against all this melee. Setting out his Void... like woody thing. Oh, Skull Bash coming out from the end. Even though he's Void Ralph Rachel didn't got him such distances, it didn't get him far enough to get off a Greater Pyroblast. And the Skull Bash does have quite a range for Zipex. Dropping down the Meteor does grace his back only a little bit. That's going to be short stun by Zipex onto Oreo. But it's still not doing too much damage. Oreo is still doing fairly healthy right now. Still trucking along strong. Maybe it's because every time he gets a blink, he gets the shield up and running. That's going to be tricky out of Zipex. Does have a Skull Bash for that Greater Pyro regardless. Oreo How long is it on your cooldowns, man? You should be able to get combustion very, very soon, shouldn't you? That's gonna be another wall, but Zipex is actually out of all walls, and he's at half health, and Ori's about to get combustion. Zipex, what's going on? And Oreo, this way he goes in for big combustion, trying to blast with the kitty. Pyro blasts are coming out back to back. Does get Lucid Gym rolling as well. Scorch is starting to come out. Zipex might just want to interrupt on a fire at one point or another. Meteor does graze him on the side, same chicken coming in. But Oreo doesn't have the mobility to catch up to the Feral, to blink and steal a buff. He actually needs to use those blinks defensively. But he won't be able to root him out. Won't be able to root him out at all. Gonna be a stun by Zipex as he does get himself a reset. And Oregon, the shield's up and running. And a reset. Oreo so far looks like he has an advantage in this duel. But is this where Zipex is going to be able to turn this around on him? Breath to follow. Gonna try to go for another Ring of Frost. Needs to get the Greater Pyroblast in for sure. If he can get those Greater Pyros in, dropping down Zipex health quite low. Might be able to get enough Fire Blast and Pyro Blast on a Meteor to get him through. Does try to root him. I think the Meteor actually barely missed him. And Zipex is going to go for another reset. It's going to be a little bit tough for Oreo. Without having that blink. That blink as a defensive to deal with melee definitely makes him a lot tankier. And a lot harder to beat. But not having the Shimmer to be able to blink around with spells and blink interrupt things. It's like a give it back system. I guess Zipex, though, it's working out quite well, especially if he keeps him away from line of sight where he doesn't let him reset. Zipex is going to go back in, just to get a bleeds up and running. Oreo, how are you looking right now? Actually, there's combustion coming up very, very soon. Zipex still holding on to a trinket for now. That's going to be a skull bash onto him. Oreo probably has a normal bash as well. Very, very soon. That's going to be Incarn available for Zipex if he wants to use it, though. Might just after his health actually is taking quite a number. Going to be a Swiftman and a Renewal macro together. Just to get himself back up and running. He's going to be a standstill with these two. It's going to be a Mexican standoff until somebody pops a trinket. Somebody pops a cooldown. Zipex is at least able to get those openers, but doesn't matter. It's always going to be blinked. Normal Milkshake actually does trinket out of this. Could be a trinket out of Zipex. It is going to be a trinket. No more trinkets. Zipex next time. Oreo. Oh, Oreo's even trying to use his racial just to see if he can get around. Does he use it? You can see it there. Nope, he doesn't use it. Just maybe hoping that Zipex might go further so he might be able to use racial, interrupt him on the Kaz. But this is quite an interesting play. I really do like this out of the Fire Mage. The fact that he's lasting this long against the Feral. You know what I mean? But just going for a normal blink. The blink that gives you a shield every time you blink. Every time you can use it on CC or for a defensive. Like there, you're just getting locked out. As Incarnus coming in for Zipex. There's actually quite a lot of cooldowns. Maybe Oreo's just going to go for cooldowns of his own. Dropping down a pretty big Meteor onto Zipex. Breath. Maybe a Ring of Frost. Does he land it? Does land it? Wait, Oreo I think wins the steal right now. Greater Pyro and Combustion coming down. Zipex trying to go for as much self-heals as possible. Going to be as many as to cast pre-early blink for Oreo. And Zipex doesn't even turn around the other way. Trying to land a regrowth. Oreo just needs to stay on him as best as possible. No, but the Feral is way too mobile without that Shimmer. It's super difficult. 5 minutes in. 6 minutes in, and this duel has been going on for quite a while. Somebody on Team Blue actually just left. I think it was the Rogue. Oh man, this is gonna go for a reset. I mean, this is like one of the longer duels now, huh? I mean, Oreo's hanging in. Breath to follow, Ring of Frost. Does he land the ring? No, gonna be a Skull Bash. Cyclotronic Blast probably has a bash for this. Does have a bash for it with pre-walling. It's almost like these guys are tit for tat, man. Malik, though, coming out onto Oreo, does get himself a Greater Pyro Blast here. Maybe enough damage. Zipex doesn't have a wall for this one. Doesn't get a renewal with a Swiftman. Might have enough. Meteor coming down, not standing in the Meteor. This is gonna be Oreo Milk bailing you out of there with a blink yet again. Scorch? Skull Bash? At this point, I don't even know what else to say. I feel like I commented everything I could. Should Fire Mages really have Ring of Frost? Yeah, it's CC. I said nothing wrong with it. You're a mage in the end, right? Master of the elements. You're just not master of every element. Oh, Ring of Frost did get triggered by Zipex, but Oreo Milkshake kind of just started pre-fire blasting him a little bit early. Not going to be able to get that great a pyro in, and Oreo is not looking that healthy anymore. Maybe dampening is starting to roll in on him. Safety trigger coming down. Should be careful of his health now. Should watch for his health. Needs to get that breath set up onto Zipex again. That's got to get that blink to get himself a shield up and running. Get Pabas trying to come out. Going to be another skull bash locked out of fire for a bit. The temporal came out a little bit early too. He's going to get himself shield back up and running. But I think Zipex is looking to maybe end the game right now. Strong is going to be ice block coming in for Oreo. Can he steal the safety trinket? He does steal the shield. Although it didn't last too long. Zipex could go for a setup. Oreo did just blink a little bit early. Zipex, if he has a stun to set him up and just get a big bite, he could do it. Just end it right then and there. How do you not? That Ring of Frost should have CC'd you. Hello? I feel like the Ring of Frost should have CC'd him. Psychotronic probably has a skull bash for it. Yep. Breath onto Zipex. Oreo, he's still hanging in, dude. Oreo just keeps trucking along. I really love his ingenuity, or at least his passion for this duel, man. He's not giving up. Even if the cards look like they're against him, he's not giving up. If he can land a good breath into a ring, no, he does not. Gonna go for Pyroblast. Keeps trusting in these Pyroblasts. Gonna be Maladek out of Zipex. Pyroblasts are coming back to back. Does he have enough masters stacked up, though? I don't think he does. Or I think Oreo just needs to get another breath and ring onto Zipex. If he can land that, he'll be alright. Blinking away. More Pyroblast to follow. Ring should do it. Actually, Zipex is waiting for that trinket, man. Now if there's a ring available for Oreo, he's going to be able to trinket it. Insta trinket. Insta skull bash. Locking down with a bash. That's going to be temporal. Wait, is it actually going to go down now? He's almost close to it. Didn't get rooted. That meteor does slam on him. Does get himself renewal, though. That clutch renewal at the end. More Fire Blast. Pyroblast. And Zipex is continuing to heal. Another regrowth, man. Has to make sure. Actually, I don't think he needs to make sure Rejuve is on him. Because the mage will spell steal it. Is that a blink available for Oreo? Is he down for the count? Has combustion if he needs to. Or has cauterize if he needs to. Trying to survive through the feral. Ooh, this is going to be rough, man. It's going to be actually quite rough. Oreo, you're not having the easiest time, are you? Blink not available. Does he have the breath? That's going to be combust. Does get a shield up and running. Zipex looking to maybe catch a reset. Breath. Ring of Frost. Wait, is this it? Did you get him? Is this it? You finally kill him? This is going to be the end of it. Dropping out a meteor. The meteor was felt a little bit delayed. Has the shield back up and running. Holy shit, this duel has been going on for 10 minutes. Does land the Cyclotronic. Oh my god, he actually landed the Cyclo. Oh, what was that duel? Literally the longest duel of my life. What did we just watch here, boys? What did we just watch here? Yeah, you should make one of your ones with no goddamn pillars made. Just proper death matches. How the fuck am I gonna do that? I'm using whatever arenas Blizzard has made. I saw. You think I crafted this? You think I was like, hey, you know what? I think I'll put a box here. I'll put a box here. I'll put a box with a tiger here. You think I chose these arenas? I'm going by whatever Blizzard arena has. What the fuck do you mean? I don't even know what the hell you mean. Yeah, let me just put an arena with there's 0 pillars. Even Lordaeron has like 3 LOS points. Middle, left, and right. What? Yeah, let me get on that, bud. It's gonna be Oreo trying to deal with ATS, and the thing is, oh, ATS is wait, he's not playing fire. You're just confusing us with a fire shield. He's actually arcane. Oh man, ATS plays for long games as arcane, man. Long, deliberate. Oh, that guy just left. Oreo just left. What is this duel? I didn't think I could upload that. What is that? So it took so long. You know, Nolden, you played out as long as you could, man. Can we get a hashtag Nolden in chat? Showing our appreciation for the wonderful dono, my man. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you, my dude. Black car is going to go around the pillar. There are open world arenas like Gurubashi, etc. We do this in spectator through war mode. How else are we gonna? How are we gonna go into the Gurubashi arena without spectator war mode? Hello? This is like the easiest way to get people dueling each other. How do you suggest that we do Gurubashi? What, log on a character and fly around like a camera in the sky and commentate on everything that everybody's doing? I think it's going to be really difficult getting people on the same war mode server or whatever the hell. I think it's going to be hard. How do you suppose we do that? Gonna be HES blinking back around to Flycar. Does try to root, doesn't get it. Misses it by a hair. And Flycar getting the bleeds back up and running with a big old bite to follow. Trying to land a Cyclone. Does get interrupted on a Cyclone at the very, very end. Arcane Missiles chase him around the corner. With HES getting more Arcane Barrages in. Trying to fit in Instacast in between to get whatever heals he can through those instas. At 51% dampening though, that health is moving up very, very slowly. But trust me, every time he instas, he gets himself a little bit of heals. He gets himself just a little bit of healing. 10v10 Kutmogu perhaps? Yeah, that would work. The thing is with Kutmogu and 10v10s is like it's really unlikely that we will be able to get everybody who is gonna be cool about it, right? Like in a Kutmogu, people will get bored and they'll run around, they'll pick up orbs, they'll have their own fights in the middle. You know, they'll have their own mini skirmishes and brawls, and I feel like that just takes away a little bit of that structure out of the duels. In a 5v5 1v1 setting in arenas, most people are pretty fine with the structure. But in a 10v10, I can watch everybody. It'll be cool, and I would love to do that maybe for 100k subs with like the dudes that know how we do these duels. You know, get the OG boys in here, the regulars, the champions, the battle of the champs, and pick some sort of arena in a BG. And because these guys are regulars, there's a lot less chance that they'll just go fucking around. You know what I mean? Because I want to keep them serious, more or less. I think it'd be cool. It's a cool idea. It's just I probably would want to do it for maybe like a special, really special occasion. ATS with more arcane missiles though. 14 minutes and 15 minutes, man. This is going to be impossible to come back from. Either ATS is going to end up DPSing down Flycar while managing himself, trying to knock up the big old bear. Flycar not quite able to catch a result. One more wall is all he has to hold on to with a trinket. That's going to be quite a lot of damage from ATS. Well, it builds up over time too, but the dampener is going to make it harder for Flycar to heal at all. It does get him a swiftman, but it barely recovers him any kind of health. HES is going to get a blink back with a bash. Going to be instant ice block as Flycar is dipping down super low. Arcane missiles chasing him, but he does pre-wall those arcane missiles and does get himself maybe a heal or two rolling. Should be able to get himself a heal or two. At this point, do you rejuve? Do you regrowth yourself? I think you would want to put yourself a rejuve maybe. If you can like catch yourself a re-stealth, because that'd be a good hot. That's going to be HES getting a lot of food, dude. He's getting the big eats. He's going for the big eats. Flycar might just go for the same thing. Or maybe he's just going to go for a more regen. I think he has to go for food, man. HES is getting a lot of heals. He's getting a lot of food off of that. He's going to have a lot more health than you are. Flycar decided, you know what, I'm going to use my stealth to my advantage. Unless he has no idea that HES is in the corner. Wait, does Flycar know that he's there? I think now he... Does he not have health bars on? Or maybe he knew. Maybe he just let him. It is perfectly fine. This normal passive in health regen does get denied that opener. Going to be instant chicken out of ATS as he gets a slow stealing buffs from Flycar immediately, knocking him up not to let him go anywhere. Using a lot of his mobility to stay on Flycar as best as possible. Might have to go for a port back here to stay on Flycar as best as he can. Does he have it? Might have already used it already. Flycar is going to be on the other side with some hots. HES completely out of mobility. It's going to have to wait it, I guess. Man, this is the longest duel today. And it doesn't help that it's fucking hot in my room, man. I'm going to go after this. I'm literally going to go check the AC again, see if anybody turned it the fuck up. I'm going to be salty, dude. I'm going to be so salty. Mostly because I'm sick, so I'm really irritable. Cyclone does land, and HES doesn't have a trinket for it though. 75% dampener. Man, Why? Why does this duel have to be so long, boys? Why? ATS though is trying to play it to the end. Dude, Claus and Kane and Nullback and Corsair, dude, they're still in here, man. We're gonna stay in and we're gonna watch these duels for them. Maybe Flycar can land in the opener, gets it denied yet again. Just doesn't get the luck he needs. That bash is still going to be a full bash, however. Ice Block, no, not available for ATS. Apparently Ice Block did it earlier. He's going to be short in biz just to get himself quite a bit of defensive. No wall available for Flycar. He's going to go root onto ATS for ATS. Try to get a root back on him. He's trying to continue with the slows. But if Flycar is just trying to pummel damage into ATS, that's going to be a short temporal. Is that going to be another? Whoa, okay, Mess is coming down. Is Flycar going to get barraged? He actually did get barraged down. Crazy, and ATS has bleeds on himself. Kane, another feral druid, trying to approach. Again, denied that opener. ATS is going to get a blink back from him, and it's going to get slowed, but ATS doesn't have like any health, man. Kane is going to be able to get quite a lot of damage in. Nullback is next. Oh, Nullblack is next. Now going to go for a bit of more of the slow. I get another Arcane Mage, man. But as long as he can kite Kane, he should be alright. He's going to knock him up as he's power shifting around. Going to get a blink around the corner. Is going to get that concentrated flame rolling as well. Again, turning around, actually blinking all the way around the pillar yet again. Trying to keep Kane out in the open. It's going to be tricky immediately for the bash as Kane does get a wall rolling. And Nullblack is actually, I think he's just waiting out for that wall as best as possible. He's going to chase him away. With Arcane Missiles, wall does fade away. That's actually quite a lot of damage. Kane using that renewal a little bit early. I feel like, oh, actually, I might as well use it now since Dampen is only going to get worse and worse and worse. Kane unable to recover any health, even though with Incarnation. Should be able to get a lot of Swiftman's reduce, but that's actually going to be all stolen by Nullblack. All stolen by this man. Just a yoink. I don't even know how he died, honestly. I actually have no idea how he died. I think he had a heart attack. I'm convinced he had a heart attack. How did Flycar come back? What the hell? You died! Flycar, you died! What do you mean you get to go again? What? Flycar, you're supposed to be dead! They revived? Who? Claus did? Yeah, what the fuck is this duel? I don't know what's going on. I mean, if Flycar wants to sit here, the last person is Claus. After Claus is dead, Nullblack and Corsair, you guys are more than welcome to leave. As soon as Claus is dead, Nullblack and Corsair, you guys are more than welcome to leave. Because Flycar died. If Flycar joins any of this fight, Corsair, you're more than welcome to pop in and help out Nullblack. Those are the rules. Those are the rules, man. Those are the rules. Nullblack versus Claus, playing the balance druid. How's that going to work? Does he have the weapon, though, too? Does he have the weapon? Is this man actually... Look at that weapon. What I'm thinking is he's got the weapon from the raid, Eternal Palace. If you got the Ajara weapon, that thing can blast for a lot of health. Oh. That Pharaoh left. What a nice guy, man. Thank you for being cool about it. I was thinking he was going to be a scumbag. Oh, Claus actually scoring a kill on Nullblack. Dude, Corsair, dampening is 0. Claus, you better start healing. You got 3% dampener. You better heal as much as you can. Eventually, it's going to be 100% dampening. You better heal to full. You better heal to full right now. Spam your mana. Well, Corsair is letting you. Corsair is literally letting you. Better get whatever health you can, because it's going to be gone. 25-minute 5-4-1. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Is that the map? There's no healing. Not enough percent. It's gonna be 0 healing, boys. It's the first game that went this long to 0 healing. Claus getting opened up in the corrode. Thorns it up, and Corsair doesn't want to lose any health. That's gonna be a bar skin though by Claus. Claus can actually get some advantage over this rogue. Does let it disarm as Corsair has a Cloak of Shadows. Is gonna get the Vendetta rolling. Claus has nothing left. No heals. Trinkets out of it. Doesn't matter how it goes. What was this game? What was that duel? I don't understand this. Oh, where's the game started with 100% dampening? That'd be cool if I could control dampening. I would start the game with like a higher dampening depending on the games. I would probably put the dampening to a certain level and like that's the start. Just so it doesn't have to climb up that high. Bro, I'm sorry, yo. It's so good. You guys played it out. I'm perfectly okay with you guys playing it out to the end. That was nutty though. That was nutty. My kind of arena, 100% dampening. That'd be cool, dude. High stakes, 100% dampening. That'd be cool if you could do like themes like that, right? Like this arena is going to be 100% dampening. So make a build for the most amount of damage and defensive. Try to go for as least healing as possible because you're not going to heal at all. Whatever health you have is whatever health you have. I think paladins will insta bubble things and insta bob just to prolong their health as much as they can. I'm not even joking. We gave group new 5v5 player never seen. We have group 5v5 new player never seen. Let me go see if someone's been messing with the AC again, real quick. Real quick. I just wanna, just for personal choices, boys. Be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Not even 5 minutes. 20 seconds. Count it. It's been 20 seconds. Well, you know what? I can't count seconds. Boys, I'm gonna call it here. I know you got groups. I know we got people. I'm just not doing too good today, man. I'm not doing good today. All I want to do right now is just curl up in bed, fetal position, and just lay in bed. That's how bad I'm feeling, man. That's how bad I'm feeling. So we're gonna call it here. I'm sorry. Maybe Sunday will come back, or Monday, or any one of these days that you guys EU are on, and we can get a duel going. But today we're gonna have to put a stop on it. Sorry, boys. I'm just not feeling well. Not feeling well at all. I put as much energy as I could in these duels, man. I'm spent. Did you run an Affliction Warlock IRL in the past few days? I think I did, dude. He put a, what is it? He put one of those corruptions that never fades, and I've been waiting for my Cloak CD. For whatever reason, it hasn't come up yet. Been waiting for a while. Sad? I'm sorry, boys. You know how much I love doing these duels. You know, there's been days when I've been streaming until like 3-hour streams, close to 4 hours. Today's just not one of those days. Sorry, boys. Thank you so much for coming by the stream. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are fucking beautiful. We might do Sunday if you guys are down for another EU stream. If you all want to do it Sunday, I'll check in with you guys in Discord. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are fucking beautiful. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Holy motherfucking shit!
That's enough for a piss off.